Steam gets a lawsuit. Yep. And guess what? Xbox is dead again. No.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Brothers coming, I need a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fernie's trading people, where's skin? All recent gaming, go race and pay top mean. Good morning, Dom and Louie. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Good morning, everybody. Also, afternoon and evening, the crazy one. Wish you all beautiful and awesome Thursday chat. What's up? Good morning to you guys. How you guys been? How you guys doing? What's cooking? What's happening? I mean, don't you love it when you wake up in the morning, have a little breakfast, take out the dog like I'm doing these days, right? Coming back home, getting a little bit of coffee, sitting here, getting ready for the show and everything. And first thing that pops up, you see it in the morning, you're like, oh, the Xbox is dead. Yes, we are back to that, my chat. We are back to that, baby. Let's talk about how the Xbox died, how it blew up, how it disappeared, how it just, yeah. I went to the heavens, I went to the universe and got lost, or went out to the desert like the Assassin's Creed Origins dude did and got lost in the desert and never came back. We're gonna talk all that today because heck, it's dead again. And now we're gonna have DCG with another video saying Xbox is dead. Hold on. Xbox is dead. I told you that it is dead because the numbers are down. Yeah. Same old routine. Same old routine, baby. Same old routine. Because that's the thing, though. That routine never dies. Everybody just want to go out there and just kill Xbox. Say goodbye to it. Say so long, farewell. We never want to see you. That's what they want. Which I don't understand why. Because look, if Xbox dies or Xbox disappears, we're gonna get games more expensive. Oh my god, these guys out there. But hey, chat, besides that, we have the Steam lawsuit, that's happening right now at this very moment that they're gonna go into court because of their fees. Let's see how that goes though. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And Xbox is dead. Who is it this time? Well, it's because, the numbers came out. And of course, one thing that they kind of forget, I don't know why, because Amy Hood was expecting this to happen. She was. She said it, that gaming was going to be down. They were predicting it was going to be down pretty much almost 6%, but it was down 9%. And now they're blaming, like, oh, it was Call of Duty, blaming all these games. Like Amy Hood was pointing fingers and saying, Xbox in trouble because she's pointing fingers at people. Come on, man. Come on. Let's see who's in the building. Pickles, good morning to you, sir. How are you doing? Thumbs, or is it Tum Tum? Can I call you Tum Tum? From Tum Tum from the Goonies, though. Tum Tum from the Goonies is a pretty cool character. Isn't that the guy that shakes like, does the little belly shake thing? No, wait. Tum Tum is the guy from Three Ninjas. Yeah, that's who Tum Tum is. Yeah. There you go, Three Ninjas. Hey, Xboxer, what's up? Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? I'm a huge Xbox fan. Good. I mean, I'm happy that you are, my brother. I'm happy that you are. So, here we go. So, we got, oh, he's here to troll? Oh, poor guy. Yeah. Oh, no. Joey says, good morning. I haven't slept jack. I feel like shit. I hate the morning shift. Hey, man, I didn't sleep either last night. I don't know why, chat. And look, I'll be honest with you about something. So, I was out traveling and I came back, what was it, around the 7th or the 8th? That was the time I came around. Yeah, 7 or the 8th. I came from California. And to be honest, this has been the longest morning I have ever had in my, I mean, not longest morning, longest month, sorry, I have ever had. Like it feels like January is forever. Man, I'm just waiting for the 30th to come by, and that's tomorrow. Huh? So long. Oh my God. So let's see who else is in here. Was it High Guard keeping you up? Ah, hell no, I didn't play that shit last night. Speaking of that, I gotta delete that shit. Oh, no way I'm playing that shit again. No, 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 I'm sorry. Look, I don't have nothing against the devs. I don't like to trash games, or I seriously don't. I don't like to trash that stuff because I always say they really do a lot of hard work and everything and all that stuff. But really, this game is just, oh God. Ah, I don't like to do that, but Chad, I had to. I had to because seriously, they just need to get better. Oh, so let's see. We got Pickles in the building, and he says people getting mad over Steam fees. It's crazy that definition there's agreed. Also, hello, Louis. Let's go. X was that again. Who is it this time? Happy Thursday, everybody. Space Marine 2, a great game. Yes, sir. You bay. You need to take a cheese grater to your face before impersonating DCG. Man, look, look. See what I had to deal with, chat? See, look. My chat wants me to grab a cheese grater and shove it on my face to look like some dude I don't want to look like. Man, chat, what I do to you all? That's mean, though. For kids, it's Dum Dum is here to troll. Carrying on, guess what happens next? Yeah, let him carry on. I hope so he carries on so he can get. That's Farq's favorite emoji from our creators. Yes, sir. All right, so let's see now. Joy the Phantom Kraken, what's up, brother? Man, Joy, I wish you could hop in here so we can talk about this news about Xbox being dead again. Ah, oh, Louis, we still have a 31st. We won't be done anytime soon. Damn it. Come on. Get it done with today's the 29th. Get it out of the way. And I'm upgrading the Series S to Series X just so I can purchase GTA 6 on disc. Really? Nice. I just got done playing Space Marine 2 on Game Pass. Great fun game. Nice. Sorry to break it to you. Oh yeah, it is. It is. That's what they're saying, though. I mean, they said they were going to have a physical version or something, but they're trying to hold it because they don't want people, having the game first like they did with the GTA 5, like I did, though. But that was back in the day, Louis. Nowadays, Louis is an honest man. He goes ahead and he buys his games day one and all that stuff. Yeah, back in the day, you know what I'm talking about, FarQ, because you know what I'm saying, though. Yeah, I had the game like a month ago before it released. Yeah. Ooh-wee. So let's keep talking. Hey, Sinceres, what's up, man? Good morning. After this, I just want to buy this, get the game. Man, BB Money, when do you think the Rockstar will drop Trailer 3? I don't know. Xbox, I don't know. I don't know when it will drop it. I hope it drops like in around the summer since it's getting close to its release. So yeah. So one pony this morning blame MS for laying off all the Windows staff except Jez. Huh? I mean, listen, let them blame all they want. I mean, yeah, let them do whatever they want. Me, I just look at them and laugh. That's all I do. So, chat, let's get into the discussion, because, what's with this lawsuit with Valve? I'm going to start off with that one, even though it's the main topic. But I'm going to start off with that one because today we're going to do it backwards. Today we're going to start off with that topic, and then we're going to move on to why Xbox is dead again. And, it's gone. It's so bad and everything. Amy Hood pointing fingers. Not Della growing hair now because, he's boss. So now he's growing hair because it's giving him a headache. So now the hair is growing. So, yeah, that's what they're saying out there. But yeah, let's get to it, baby. Let's talk about Valve. Valve. All right, here we go. So, start with this. My chats, my beautiful chats. I love chat in the morning, man. They always cheer me up. I can have a bad night, but they always cheer me up. All right. Yeah. Yep. Man, that's from Storage Wars. I need to watch Storage Wars again. Yep. So here we go. Let's get this. Here we go. Pop, pow. Okay. I don't want no damn. I already got Price Smart membership. What am I? No, damn it! Stop giving me this stuff. Pop ups. So, chat. We begin with this. Bow faces massive, humongous UK lawsuit over Steam fees. Uh-oh. A class action led by digital rights advocate Vicky Shotbolt accuses Valve of abusing its dominance by locking in gamers and developers with high commissions and restricted sales policies. Uh-oh. So here we go, chat. Valve, the powerhouse. So let's see. Valve key points. Valve faces UK lawsuit alleging abusive market dominance by charging excessive commissions, seeking provisional damages up to 656 million. The lawsuit claims Valve restricted policies locked users and publishers to its platform, limiting competition and harming up to 14 million UK consumers. Valve disputes the allegations and attempt dismissal, but the UK Competition Appeal Tribunal allowed the case to proceed with no trial date set. Oh shit, there's no trial date set? Oh Lord. It's gonna be one of these ones, chat, that when they set the date it's gonna be like around 2030. That's the thing I don't understand. I mean, if you're suing somebody, set the date right away. Don't be like expanding it to like 2030 or something. It's like the PlayStation lawsuit. We've been looking at the PlayStation lawsuit since 22 or 23, and now it's set for this year, 3 years later. Oh, Lord. So eBay says Japanese sales came out this morning for that last week. Switch 2 sold 72,086 units. The Switch family sold 17,115 units. The PlayStation 5 sold 9,766 units. PS5 dead in Japan. Oh, damn. Poor Sony fans. I want to see how they're going to defend this, though, even though they lowered the price, though. Valve, the powerhouse behind the digital gaming distribution platform Steam, is now at the center of a major legal battle in the United Kingdom. Take a sip. The company faces a lawsuit alleging it has abused its dominant market position by charging excessive commissions to publishers and, in turn, potentially overcharging millions of consumers. Chat, I got a question. Have you guys ever felt overcharged in Steam, though? I mean, this is a weird one, though, but okay. The provisional damages being sought are staggering up to 656 million or nearly $900 million, according to Reuters and BBC reports. This legal challenge was initiated in June 2024 by Vicky Shotbolt, a noted children's welfare advocate and digital rights what is it? Campaigner? Am I saying it right? Sorry if I said it wrong, but yeah, campaigner. Sorry, it's wrong. Acting on behalf of up to 14 million UK consumers who have purchased games or additional content through Steam or a similar platform since 2018. Shaba alleges that Valve business practices have harmed both gamers and developers. The case, which has now cleared a major procedural hurdle in the UK competition appeal tribunal, could have widespread implications not only for Valve but for the entire digital gaming industry. At the heart of the lawsuit are several key complaints. First, Shopbolt's legal team contends that Valve prevents publishers from selling their games more cheaply or earlier. Don't know how that works. So, hey Louis, rumor for PS6 being delayed. Do you think Microsoft will do the same? That's a good question, yo, JCD Rico. I mean, look, that's the thing. That's the thing we talked about several times, like here before. Like this year is gonna be such a weird year because look, before I could throw out predictions, theories, stuff like that because sometimes it's fun to speculate, like fun speculation, Mav's channel because yeah, you know who that is, right? But yeah, it's sometimes fun, speculating stuff like that. But this year, I don't know what to say. It's like I'm in for the first time in my life after I saw the RAM prices go up, and after I saw that It's like, have you ever been to a place and it's like a hallway and you kind of feel like the creeps, like you get scared, like you walking through that hallway, you kind of get scared, like something's gonna pop up and scare you. That's how I felt when I was walking through the passage of the RAM section. When I saw $2,000 worth of RAM, it's like a freaking Chucky or Jason or whatever came out and tried to stab me or something. I had to run away from it. I'm not kidding you. That's how scary it was. So the thing is that I don't know what's gonna happen this year. I don't know if they're gonna announce console, which to be honest though, which for what we saw today, they should. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's one of those questions that I just sit here and I ask, what's gonna happen this year because of the Rams situation? I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. First time I gotta say, I don't know. It's a weird year this year. So let's keep going. Let's see. Okay, so more cheaply or earlier on rival platforms by imposing restricted conditions. For example, if a user purchases a game through Steam, they are required to buy any additional content such as downloadable expansions, through Steam as well. This Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute, hold on a second, hold on. Let's read this again. Because seriously, this one's a weird one right here because I'm trying to understand why you're suing Steam for this. For example, if a user purchased a game through Steam, they are required to buy any additional content such as downloadable expansions through Steam as well. Shopbo, are you going to sue PlayStation 2 for this? Because if you buy a game on PlayStation, I'm not kidding. If you buy a game on PlayStation, you buy it, then you gotta buy the DLCs there because I'm not gonna say, oh, let me buy on PlayStation, let me go on Steam and buy the DLCs. And how the hell am I gonna play the main game if it's on PlayStation? Well, this lawsuit claims effectively locks users into Valve's ecosystem and limits competition in the market. As reported by BBC, these anti-steering provisions are a central point of contention. But here's the thing, though. I mean, it's simple. There are websites that give you codes that you can go ahead and purchase the codes that are cheaper, and you just put the code in Steam and you get the DLC. Steam is not really that uptight when it comes to that. Not like PlayStation's lawsuit, where PlayStation literally has everything locked up into their what's it called? Into their store. That does not let people, let's say, let me buy a digital code from Amazon, the God of War digital code or something else on Amazon. It's not letting people do that. For them to buy it there and install it on PlayStation. Ah. But let's keep going though. Let's keep going because that right here, this is weird. This area right here is weird because look, they have their way for the coding, right? I mean, if you buy, even though you bought the game on Steam, right? It's like, how can I say this though? It's in their what is it called? Is it iOS, right? It's iOS. Am I saying it right? It's in their iOS or UI, sorry. UI iOS. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Sorry, Chad, if I'm not saying it right, tell me how to say it. But if I open the Steam app and I buy a game in Steam, of course, in order for me to get the DLCs and everything has to be through Steam. I can't go, let me go see if I can buy it over here since I bought the game in Steam and add it all together. It's not gonna let you. That's how business is done. It's been done with consoles. PlayStation has it that way. But the difference with PlayStation is, right, that PlayStation is being sued because they do not allow for their product to be sold on other stores. That's what they're being sued for because they have monopolized that store. That's a big difference from this. Because with Valve, though, and again, I'm not here to defend the what's it called? The company, right? I'm not here to defend or anything. But at the end of the day, though, with Valve, though, you can buy the code in any stores. I mean, there's some CD keys, there's a bunch of things you can buy codes for cheaper and just go and install it and have it in its ecosystem. There you go, Valve's ecosystem. Oh God. But let's go though. As reported BC, these anti-steering provisions are a central point of contention. Moreover, the lawsuit alleges that Valve's commission rates up to 30% on the game sales are unfair and excessive. Now that you can have a lawsuit for. I find that a bit too much though. 30% on game sales are unfair and excessive. 100%. It should be like to 15, 20. Because look, chat, I've had developers on here, and developers that told me all the steps in order to get cash, and that was Elaine with her husband. There's the episode is right there. They told us, like, for example, Valve gets its 30%. Then they got to pay the lawyers, and they got to pay the taxes, then they got to pay this, they got to pay that, and then this is when they get their cash. So let's say if a game sells for 70, Valve takes 30%, then you got to pay the lawyers, blah blah blah, and all that shit. They probably get like 15 to 20%. No joke. I don't know how about the percentages, but it's really low though for developers. It's really low. No joke when it comes to that though. Developers should be getting a bit more though. But yeah, that's my point though. This figure has been open secret among developers for years, and its rate that Shopball's lawyers argue is only possible because of Valve's dominant market position. According to Tom's Hardware, Valve charges 30% on game sales below 9.9 million, drops to 25% for sales above 10 million, and takes 20% for sales over 50 million. While Valve is not alone in charging such rates, Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, and Good Old Games also typically take a 30% cut. Epic Games Store has made headlines by offering a much lower 10% commission. I think you had that wrong because I remember that Xbox was looking to put the 12 commission there too. They were looking at that. Or I think it was lower than that. I don't remember. But they were looking to do that. But okay. Valve, for his part, has pushed hard against the allegation. The company argued that Shotbone and her team have not provided an adequate methodology for determining what Valve's effective commission charge actually is. Furthermore, Valve sought to have the case dismissed outright, but the Competition Appeal Tribunal ruled the late January 2026 that the lawsuit could proceed. No trial date has been set yet, and the legal wrangling is expected to be both lengthy and expensive, especially given the high cost of hiring overseas legal counsels, as noted in the industry commentary covered by Tom's Hardware. This isn't the first time Valve has faced scrutiny over its business practices. In 2021, the developer Refined Overgrowth filed a lawsuit against Valve in the United States, Wolfire accused Valve of maintaining an accessible monopoly over PC game distribution and using the dominance to extract high fees from developers. Uh-oh. Microsoft has oh, okay. Thank you for that, Chill Walker. I thought it was in general though. Okay, cool. The case was initially dismissed by District Judge John C. Cochner, who concluded that Wolfire has failed to prove Valve's fees were super competitive. However, Wolfire refiled the suit in 2022 and was later combined with a similar action from Dark Cat Studios. By November 2024, according to Game Industry Biz, this combined lawsuits were granted class action suit status, broadening their scope to include any developer, publisher, or individual who paid commission to Valve on or after January 28, 2017. Wow, they're really after these guys. In these researchers have been quick to point out that Valve's commission structure is not unique. As Tom Howard highlights, the 30% rate is something of an industry standard, with only a handful of competitors. Most notably, Epic Games Store offered significant lower fees. Of course, they're going to offer significantly lower fees because they're trying to get the store to be more popular, but yeah. Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney has been a particularly vocal critic of Steam's high commission rates, famously dubbing Valve's the game developer IRS. Of course, you're going to say that because he's your competitor and he's kicking your ass. Sweeney's own legal battles with Google and Apple over App Store commissions, and his company's decision to remove Fortnite from these platforms have kept the issue of digital storefront fees in the public eye. Despite the controversy, Steam remains a juggernaut in the PC gaming world. Valve is recognized as one of the most efficient companies globally, generating an eye-popping 50 million per employee. Hey, I want to work in Valve. 50 million per employee. Guys, listen, chat. Listen. This is gonna be, the last thing on the podcast. I'm gonna go apply to Valve. I want to make 50 million. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm messing, chat. I'm messing. But damn, 50 million per employee. Holy shit. According to Tom Sauer, the platform popularity ensures that developers and publishers who want the widest possible reach for their games feel compelled to list them on Steam, even if it means accepting Valve's commission terms. Some critics of the lawsuit argue that the exposure and sales potential offered by Steam justify the fees, especially compared to less traffic platforms with lower commission rates. Others point out that for many consumer prices on Steam are no higher than in physical stores or on other digital storefronts, and that frequent sales and discounts often benefit gamers directly, which is true. Valve offers you tremendous discounts all the time. So that's why I'm saying, like, the beginning part of this, I'm like, I don't know about that though. Still, the lawsuit's core argument is that Valve's market dominance has allowed it to set rules that stifle competition and choice by alleging prohibiting publishers from offering lower prices elsewhere, requiring all in-game purchases to go through Steam. If the base game was purchased there, the company is accused of limiting both consumer options and potential savings. That's the area what I don't understand. Of course, if they buy it there, you got to get the same things from there. Oh my God, that rule has been set for like 30 years now. Oh, I mean, since the digital was started, yeah, yeah. Oh Lord. Whether these practices cross the line into legal anti-competitive behavior is now for the UK courts to decide. If Shopbold's case succeeds, the impact could be a profound. All 14 million UK Steam users who bought the games or additional content since 2018 could be eligible for compensation, and similar lawsuits might follow in other countries. The case could have forced Valve and perhaps the competitors to rethink how they structure commissions and platform exclusivity, potentially reshaping the economics of digital gaming for years to come. For now, the gaming world waits. The outcome of the lawsuit could set a precedent that ripples across the industry, challenging the business models of not just Valve, but every major player in the digital distribution space. Again, chat, this part of the lawsuit right here, let me see if I can find it. Uh, that they're saying that okay, here we go. Other points out that many consumer prices on Steam are no higher than in physical stores or in higher digital storefronts. Frequent sales and discounts often benefit gamers directly. Where is it? Here it is. By alleging prohibiting publishers from offering lower prices elsewhere and requiring all in-game purchases to go through the Steam if the best game per, if the base game is purchased there. That part right there is just I just don't understand there because again, if you buy a game on Xbox, if you buy a game on PlayStation, if you buy a game on Steam, if you buy a game on Epic, if you buy a game on this, so the question is, does Epic let you? If you buy the game on Epic, you want to get the DLC. Does Epic let you go to Steam and buy the DLC and just use it there? I don't think that's how it works though. Because if you bought the base game, I mean, you got to continue on buying what's there, of course, because you bought it in that app. Oh my God, seriously. And this has been going on for years. I mean, this has been since the 360 days, since we got digital stuff, from downloading and everything. You buy the game on the Xbox store, right? You have to download things from the Xbox store. Or keep on buying the DLCs and everything. Oh Lord. Seriously, I just don't get. Sometimes I don't get it. But on the commission side, though, that Valve makes 30%. I get you should fight that at least a little bit because at the end of the day, though, let's say if you can at least get Valve and all the rest of the companies to give the developer at least a 20 for them to take a 20% cut or 15 or 18% cut or something like that, and give the rest of the devs, that'd be a nice thing though. That'd be a nice gesture. But yeah, and Pickle says the DLC is option if you want to buy it. Of course, it's option. Not only that, you got CD keys. You got all these storefronts where you can buy stuff, though. Seriously, you got all that stuff. You can buy the codes in, type it in Steam, and you can download it. Huh. But here comes the question, though. Let's check something out. Hold up a second, chat. Let me check something out. Hold up. What's What's a game I can buy on Steam that's only for PC though? Let's see. Let's open the Steam store. I want to check something out, chat. Give me 1 second. Let me check something out. Real quick, chat. Let me just check something. Yeah, let's check something. Do. Sounds like more stores that should adopt Xbox Play Anywhere. Yep. They should do that too, yeah. But all the other companies trying to sue Steam because of it, yep. Yep. That's how it is. Publisher sale Nordic. Okay, let me see what is a PC game I could buy here. Okay. Dead by Daylight. No. Oh wait, Dead by Daylight has now got wow. They now got what's her name on it? What's from that movie? I mean TV show. Stranger Things. Oh Lord, back to Stranger Things now. Let's go to the store. Let me see a PC game I can buy. Okay, I already got the Within Cluster Protocol. This protocol $60? Yo, I'm about to say your mama, but you know what? I can control myself. $60 for Callisto Protocol? Hell no! It's old as hell. I don't even worth $60 now. So let's see what's a PC game I can buy. Hell let loose. Scum. What is Scum about? That looks cool. Ooh. What is Scum about? Scum. This looks fun. Traverse, cover, looting, and crafting, invading. Oh no, not another one. No, get away from that. Okay, so let's look for Scum though. Let's go to. Is this the full game? Buy Scum of Dust. Okay, so it's a full game. All right, let's go. Let's go to this. Trying to go to Amazon.com. Let me see. Scum Steam code. There you go. Loaded. Buy Scum CD key right here. All key shops. Buy Scum CD key. Compare prices. Scum Steam key. Global. Scum on Steam. Instant game. Buy Scum PC Steam. Buy Scum Steam key at a cheaper price. Best deal. And this is a NEBA. CG. Oh, I see now. They don't have the game in other stores. Like, for example, they should have like the Steam code on Amazon. They should do that. Yeah, then, Valve. Yeah. That's not good, though. That's not good. This is part of the lawsuit, though. Let me see. Scum PC game. Let me go see this. Nope, they don't have them here. What they do have is Freedom Fighters for PC and Risk. Risk. Who in the blue want to buy Risk on PC? I mean, I would if it was still live, though. But damn, they're selling Risk right there for $38. Ah, hell no. But yeah, Chad, they don't have it in other stores though. Yeah, but they do have like the keys and everything, but they don't have like in other stores like Amazon, Walmart, stuff like that. Yeah, they gotta fix that though. They gotta fix that. They should fix that. So, chats, we all know there's a Steam lawsuit going on. We all know where is it going to go. We all know where. What else? We all know that they have to set a date, and when the date comes by, we will talk about it. So, Chad, I got a question. Do you think Steam is mean to the users or not? What do you guys think? So, check Instant. Have you checked Instant Game? No, I have not checked that yet. But yeah, I mean, literally, they have a bunch of pages with his keys on there. But what they mean is, like, for example, let's say it's basically what PlayStation is doing, right? Like, if in order for you to get a digital code of the game, you have to buy it on PlayStation itself. So Steam, of course, has the keys everywhere, CD keys and all that stuff that appears there. But in major stores like Amazon and all those places, you cannot. Let's say I want to buy a Scum the PC game on Amazon and get a code on Amazon. They don't sell it. I want to buy it at Walmart. They don't have it at Walmart. I want to buy it in EB Games. They don't have it in EB Games. That's what they're saying, though. Hey, John TJ, good morning. Yes, John TJ, we're here today to talk about how Xbox is dead again. And we just talked about the Steam lawsuit. I think that 30% is BS. It's not just them, even though it's all these stores taking 30% by default. It's terrible for the seller. Yeah, 100%. They should. That's something we're fighting about. And the digital thing store now, I finally understood because, heck, I finally understood what she was saying, though, because basically the website was not like telling you like, oh yeah, this and that. No. I finally understood what they were saying is that they do not sell Steam games in other storefronts like as they should. Like, okay, if you have the game on Steam, we're not going to let you sell your Steam game or the Steam code in Amazon or other places, which they should do that. You got to give the consumer that option. Seriously, you're acting like PlayStation. Sure. Oh, Plume, what's up? Good morning, Plume. Louis, Xbox is dead. Yes, it's dead. It's so dead. You cannot believe it. Oh, my God. Now we're going to get a DCG video. Now we're going to get, MBG going to come on. Now we're going to get, what's the other name? Now we got Mikey Bauer again throwing strikes at Xbox again because he's got nothing to do at home, just sitting there doing nothing. Even though he has a job, though, but damn, he doesn't stay away from Twitter. And then you got Tim Dog kissing Mikey Bauer's butt. Yes. And all these guys going out there and saying what they got to say because, heck, we just got to love that Twitter, baby. That's what we got to do. Love it. Because all these guys go out there and they speak the truth. Yeah. Pickle says Xbox is dead 1 million times. Seriously. Console weren't at its best today. So, Look, Plume is crazy. No, he ain't, TJ. Because listen, TJ, if we don't say, look, TJ, listen. You gotta understand something, TJ. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, TJ. Listen. If you don't get in the groove, you're out. You gotta get in the groove, bro. That's how it is. You gotta hang out with the cool kids. You gotta get in the groove. And if we don't say Xbox is dead, we're not part of the cool kid club. Because this butter always comes back. Kind of weird though. I mean, I've never seen something that dies so much come back so billion times. Nah, listen. The Undertaker wrestled for 40 years. And he had a wait 40, 50 years. How long did Undertaker wrestle though? Let's Google that up. Hold up a second. How long did the Undertaker wrestle? All right, here you go. It's right here. So Undertaker, 30 years. He wrestled for approximately 36 years in total. So he wrestled for 36 years, right? 36 years. Undertaker started his persona around 1991, 1992, I think it was. When did the Undertaker started wrestling under the name Undertaker? I think it was 1991, 1992. I think it was 1990. I was close though. That was 1990, right? Right? Yeah, 1990. He started to wrestle under the Dead Man. So that means, let me see, 36 years on the Undertaker. He used to wrestle in WCW as Mean Mark. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, he's been wrestling for quite some time. And listen, The Undertaker died in his career in probably 36 or 40 times in his career. Xbox has died more than that. I mean, it's every day you sit here and you wake up in the morning to get a fresh cup of coffee. Or every week, as Joey says, and as we all say, we tune in, the Xbox is dead. It's become seriously a joke, a theme. And not only that, like today, I was actually going to tell fuck you, make me a thumbnail that the Xbox is dead. But I said, I'm not going that way today. I'm just going to talk about the numbers. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to talk about the numbers. I'm not going to go that way because you know what? I have used that term so many times. I'm about to become Dreamcast guy. And do this face. Where my hat at? Give me a hat. At least, hey, listen, Dreamcast, why don't you get yourself a Pig Daddy hat like I have right here? Here you go, Dreamcast guy. There you go, Dreamcast guy. At least get a Pimp Daddy hat for your next video. Right? And go like this. That way you can actually change your hat. At least put Dreamcast on it so we can look at you with another hat though. At least change the damn hat. Do something different. So that way people cannot say the video that all your videos are the same. I mean, if I was you, I would get different hats though. But yeah, that's you though. Because seriously, you're always doing the same picture. And then you sit there, and I don't know how the hell he does it though, because seriously, he's like this. He sits there and he's, yeah, the Xbox is dead. Come on, man. Come on, man. You need a set of big ass false teeth. Well, I'm getting a false teeth soon. I gotta, yeah, right there. You see it? I'm gonna get a false teeth put in soon. So yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting to be Dreamcast guy, but I'm not gonna put cheese grit in my face though. So let's read about and move it on up on why the Xbox is dead yet again, my chat. But before that, though, shout out to the 30 people here on the show, baby. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell. Yes, sir. Please do so and hit it. Hit it. Go ahead and subscribe. I want to get to 1,900 and get to 2K soon. Come on, guys. Let's go. Yes. All right, let's bring this up now. Let's talk about the Xbox died again. Okay. Here we go. And of course, this is from Windows Central. So, guys, be ready for the heat. Get ready for the heat because there's going to be heat on this articles today. So, yeah. So, let's see what chat's saying. Let's have some fun, though. Chat's saying, Dreamcast got needed the rent money for his month. Damn. He got a lot of money for that, though. I mean, it's kind of funny, though. I have a tooth implant in my mouth, though, and I should have started a GoFundMe for the tooth implant. Man, should have done that quick and say, man, Well, I need some, money for the tooth implants. I gotta put my teeth in. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Oh, gee, babe, Jesus Christ! I'm not gonna read that. Skin complexion of a boss. God damn. Also, AJ Styles might retire this Saturday too. Really? How old is AJ Styles though? He's young though. Why should he retire though? Let me see. AJ. I mean, I'll be honest with you. AJ Styles has had a phenomenal career. No joke. I mean, he's ready to go. I don't know where else he can push his persona. Yeah, he's 40 years old though. Yeah, he should. But you know what's so funny? I'm not gonna say this though. I think it's just gonna go away and then he'll come back later on. That's what he's gonna do because these guys they say we're gonna retire and then they come back easily. So chat, let's cover this news up about how the Xbox is dead and let's take a gander to it. And my father's calling me. Oh my god! 1 second. Dímelo. Para eso mañana en el show y tú me llamaste. Y te llamo ahorita. Yo también. Okay, okay. Bye. All right, chat. Let's keep going. Sorry about that. So, like I was saying, though, Xbox revenue plummets and Microsoft's own first-party lineup is the culprit, raising the questions for 2026. But PC and cloud is up. Here we go, my chats. Here we go. 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 As the Xbox brand continues its decline in overall revenue, Amy Hood attributes it to the first-party content. Xbox Q2 FY26 certainly reveals a problem. Microsoft can't spend on hardware subscriptions or macro trends this time. Revenue dipped, and the company pointed directly at its own first-party lineup as the reason. A rare acknowledgement that the content pipeline meant to define the platform simply didn't deliver enough momentum this quarter. It's a moment that puts Xbox launcher strategy under the Microsoft, especially as the energy leans harder than ever on exclusives to drive engagement. Mm. I could tell the Xbox revenue was down as Stadia closed on its opening gaming content segment with we saw record PC players in paid streaming. This is such a stretch to find a highlight that I had to listen back to it a couple of times to make sure I heard it right. Gaming revenue decreased 9%, which Amy Hood predicted that it was going to be dropped down by 6%. She said this last year. And there it is, though. Hardware revenue dropped 32%. Of course, it's too much. It's too high right now. Xbox content and services revenue down 5% because they increased the price of Game Pass. And like I said, and I say this again, and I'll repeat it again for the billionth of a billionth of a billionth of time. Seriously? Seriously. Do the tier thing. Do the tier thing. Have a Game Pass tier for consoles that people don't want to pay for the cloud or something. Have that. But okay, you guys do whatever you want. But okay, so now some many think the changes to Game Pass are to blame. But when listening to the webcast, Microsoft CFO Amy Hood said that Microsoft expects Game Pass revenue to grow in quarter 3, not decrease. They expect that because, of course, they're going to get big titles on there. That would seem rather nuts if Game Pass were the cause of the current drops in revenue. In the same breath, Amy Hood mentioned that they expect Xbox hardware to drop again in Q3, which they hope will be offset by potential growth from Game Pass. Either way, the Xbox brand seems to be suffering overall, and once proud consoles is expected to drop further. Amy Hood will go on to blame the downtrend of gaming revenue on first-party games. Gaming revenue was below expectation, driven by first-party content with impact across the platform. Q2 from October 1st to December 31st, 2025. There were 4 games that were released during the time period: Ninja Gaiden 4, Keeper, Outer Worlds 2, and the ever-so-bloated Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Nobody expected games like Ninja Gaiden and Keeper to carry the majority of the revenue during that quarter. If any, the only game that Microsoft and Xbox expect to slam dunk is Call of Duty. with recent news that Black Ops 7 saw drastic sales decreases, it's no surprise that revenue is down by so much. Call of Duty, even with its release later in the year, generally manages to grab the top spot of gaming. This year, Black Ops 7 trailed behind four other titles: Monster Hunter Wilds, Borderlands 4, NBA 2K26, and Battlefield 6. Will this stop? Let me see. What will take to stop the slide? Clearly, Xbox is heading in a direction that's very different from what we've seen in years past. The complete and total abomination of exclusives, for example, has taken away a large portion of the game population's reason to buy an Xbox console in the first place. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Where do you get? I'm still wondering where they get this data from. But okay, let's keep going. Then, thanks to ongoing tariffs, of course, and the ever increasing price of years old hardware, the console causes a record high far above its starting MSRP. Stacked against the competition, Microsoft has surprised its entry point. The Series S costs staggering $400, while the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition is priced the same, with staggeringly higher performance. On top of it all, Xbox decided to it would be terrific time to take the best deal in gaming and raise the price by a staggering 50% given the ongoing technological climates. So how in the world Microsoft does Xbox or Microsoft plan to turn this ship around? Hmm. Hmm. Looking at the current situation, I don't see a way out of this current predicament. Wow, you don't see it? Wow. They've managed to alienate many Xbox fans without giving anything in return to those who've been part of the platform for so long. What? Okay. Sure, making games more accessible for everyone is a good thing, but it doesn't give a reason to invest in a console that seems hell bent on making sure there isn't a reason to buy it. Seriously? You guys are still on that subject? Wow. Okay, let's see now. Maybe with the ever-growing reliance on Xbox Play, and we'll manage to see that let me see. Where was I? Okay, reason to buy it. Maybe with the ever-growing reliance on Xbox Play, and we'll manage to see the next Xbox console that's rumored to feature a Windows-like environment alongside Steam integration take off. Then again, if it's anything close to price to the rumored Steam machine, or even a gaming PC with the current brand prices, gamers can and already be investing in those devices rather than anything Microsoft manages to push out. Chat. I got a question for you guys. Seriously, I got a question. No joke. I got a question. I'm not kidding you. I got a question. Was the Xbox Rogue Ally X sold out? Okay, let's keep going. All right. So, as someone with nearly 500,000 gamer score, who the fuck cares if you have 500,000 gamer score? I mean, I don't give a shit about that. Who's moved over nearly entirely to Windows PC? I guess they don't care if it's there or on Xbox. Okay, an Xbox Team integration would be pretty cool. However, it would actually manage to right the ship. However, will it actually manage to right the ship? Is there anything else rumored other than the new Xbox device we have to look forward to besides the games they're releasing on devices to begin with? Am I being overly negative? Yes, you are. I'm glad you are noticing that. Sure, but as someone who's watched the brand go from Hero through Xbox 360 to Zero Xbox One to Hero Game Pass to whatever this is now, let me see. So the last time Xbox was a Hero, though, let me see. They said 360 days, of course, but yeah. But there's a problem though with that though. And the problem is that even though they've been heroes, so let me take my calculations, right? When the Xbox One released, it was remember when was it shown in 2013, We're right now in 2026, so that is 13 years later. In 13 years, Xbox has not been the hero, even though they had Game Pass, though. What do you mean they become the hero? I mean, you got media even against it. For the last 7 years or 8 years that it's been with Game Pass, it's all been trashing Xbox. It cannibalizing sales. It's killing the gaming industry. You have Sean Layden going out there destroying it. You got Mikey Barr going out there destroying it. You got all these dudes going out there saying that BS because it did not come up with that idea. And the funny thing is, they say it's cannibalizing us, but yet PlayStation does the same thing. The only difference is PlayStation does not put day one games into its service. They have done it once, twice, or probably three times, probably once, twice, three times at tops. But it's the same thing at the end of the day. It's a service. And when a game goes on there, it does cannibalize its sales while it's on PlayStation Plus. Don't you think, though? But no, you guys always want to look at Xbox and blame Xbox for everything, and you guys want to destroy Xbox for everything it does. It hasn't been the hero for the longest of time. And you're right now writing this article, right? You're writing this article. And you even said, am I being overly negative? You even said, sure. I mean, this is why people turn their heads when it comes down to digital founders, stuff like that, because you don't guys don't sit down and talk positive or give people positive energy about it. They're tired of all that crap. Seriously, it's been 13 years. And y'all have not gotten out the whole console war idea. Y'all don't see what's happening out here. Oh my god. Let's keep going though. Let me see. I can't help to shake my head at. Let me see. Let's read this again. Sure, but as someone who watched the brand go from Hero 360 to Zero Xbox One to Hero Game Pass to whatever this is now, but I can't help shake my head as the results of these decisions by Microsoft have led to. It's almost like we all told you so. Told me what? If anything, this quarter underscores how much Xbox future hinges on consist high impact first party releases, Game Pass, cloud, and PC growth can only carry so much weight when the flagship lineup slows down. With several major projects still in development, expectations rising, Microsoft Studios now face the pressure proving that the platform content strategy can rebound. And the dip is stumble, not a trend, we hope. Chat, let me see something real quick, because uh, one second, my chat. I'm gonna start looking for information here, because you know me, I love to dig stuff up. We all told you so. Sounds like a pony. You think, yeah. Oops, why are some people worried about a corporation? They can afford to take losses. Of course they can. And even though Amy Hood right now is pointing out that they're trying to say that Amy Hood is pointing fingers, she's not pointing fingers. She's just saying that the first party lineup did not actually work out. That's what she's saying. But she's not pointing fingers like it sucks, as bad, it's going to blow up or anything. It just wasn't a good year for nobody. I mean, Amy, you guys, listen. Here's what's funny though, and this is the part where corporates don't understand. This always happens on all companies, right? If you have a pacing and you guys again increase with that pacing, it will slow down. It's normal for it to slow down. You guys increase Game Pass for $30? Yes. What do you think happened? A lot of people unsubscribed. And a lot of people went out there and got codes, and stack up. Some of them just unsubscribed and is not using it right now. So the thing is, it was meant to happen because you guys did it so fast. It's like what I say. If you guys would have done it in the very beginning, the first time you guys increased price, instead of increasing it from 15 to 20, and then, then after, no, what was it? 15, 17, then 20, then 30, I think it was. I don't remember because it was so many times they hiked the price, though. It's insane. And all of a sudden, you guys last year, in the middle of everything, one of the worst years ever when it comes down to technology, because heck, everybody has had a rough year. No joke, when it comes down to the video game industry, it was bad. I mean, look at the PlayStation sales in Black Friday. They were not as good as, literally, it looked like it was 1994. Oh, God. And you guys go in there and smack $30 into that Game Pass. I mean, heck, you should have done it at the very beginning. Oh, man. But, it is what it is. You guys know what you're doing over there. I don't know. Seriously, I just don't understand that area. But you expect it to grow. You expect the quarters to grow. You expect all that stuff to happen and everything. Listen, you want it to grow? I'll make it simple. You have a shit ton of Call of Duty games over there. Start putting them on Game Pass. Start putting the Transformers games. Start putting all. If I was you guys, I would stack it up and let people decide. Because before I used to say, okay, slow burn, slow this, slow that, put one or two every month. But at least this year, you guys should say, well, shadow drop it. Let's shadow drop this month, Call of Duty. Let's shadow drop this other Call of Duty. You have tons of Call of Duty for shadow drop for like 2 years and have the servers working. And trust me, people will go back to it and say, man, Game Pass is fire. They're dropping all the old Call of Duties, which people are waiting for. They're waiting for that. Make it interesting. I know Ninja Gaiden is a cool game, but listen, not everyone's gonna like Ninja Gaiden. Not everyone's gonna like God of War 2. Not everyone's gonna like Avowed. Not everyone's gonna like the other games. It is what it is. But the games that you have, which are the big bombs on there, you had just had a bad Call of Duty. Why is it bad? Because, like I always say, the Infinite Warfare one was one of the worst Call of Duties ever made. It was, and that game released in 2017, right? And even though it was one of the worst Call of Duties ever releases, they picked up in 2018 and kept on going because the last Call of Duty they released, which was last year, did really well. So, and then you guys take a risk to release this one because, of course, it was in production. I can imagine you guys wanted to release it to get the cash in and all that stuff, right? I get it because it was already in the works. But at the end of the day, though, it was going to crash because this is the sequel from Infinite. Good God, Infinite sucked. It did. I know. Some people might go back and say, "Well, Infinite was really good," but look, bro, it was not. It didn't sell that well. And the sequel to this, it was bound to happen. That I even say it. The sequel to Infinite was the worst decision you guys ever made. But it was in production. I get it. You had to release it. It's cool, no problem. But again, that was bound to happen. So let's see now. The Xbox division is small. It's such a small part of the entire company on a global scale. Again, they can't afford to keep Xbox going, no matter how bad people think it is. Think it's doing. So Xbox made like 6.4 billion that quarter rather than the 6.9. Oh no! How are they? How will they survive? I don't think Xbox took losses. Stuff is just down. Sony numbers are going to be shit too. I think on the hardware side, I think Sony's numbers will be a bit down on the hardware side, probably. But on the software, I think they'll do a little bit better. But it's going to be interesting to see Sony's numbers, though. It will be interesting to see. I know from the console side, though, from numbers I saw last year to now, but again, Sony has not pushed their numbers out. I don't know how much they sold this year alone. Not last year, the year before. Like 2024, I think they were at 74, 72, and by the end of this year, of last year was like to 86. That's what I read though, but I don't know if they sold a bit more. We're gonna have to check though. This is just one quarter. The other two financial year, 2025, they were up quite a bit. Yep. Again, they are wasting my time talking about how bad a Fortune 100 company is doing. I just want to play great games. That's what we all want. Man, that helicopter was flying low. You keep flying lower, man. You're gonna hit that radio tower. I just hope to God you hit that radio tower. You don't land over here though, because can you guys imagine that I'm here live and that helicopter's just crashing in my building? Oh hell no! Hey, bro, boy Lewis, what's up, my brother? You know that game is in a bad place when people need to be financial analysts before they can enjoy games being released. Yep, that's true, bro. The Sony UK lawsuit starts in March 26th. Can't wait to see how that turns out. Yep, we're gonna have fun with that one. Hmm. But at the end of the day, I wish luck to Sony though. I don't want, you know, that's a big hit. If that they actually win this, it's a big hit towards Sony though. It's a big hit towards Sony. And the way things are looking at Sony though, because I mean, bro, don't get me started. With TCO having 51%, no man. Oh man. That's not looking good. That's not looking good. So let me do some digging, chat, because I love to do some digging. Let's see now. I'm looking for something right now. Listeners of the Xbox data is experiencing the worst dip in gaming. The period exact the worst year on record for Xbox hardware and console sales. Oh, that's console sales though. I don't care about console sales though. I'm looking for something though. However, shift as console sales plummeted. No, I'm not looking for that. Closure every team. Okay, that by former executives and industry analysts have described the strategy as confusing. Downward. Let me see retail. Let me see though. I'm looking for something though. Chat, give me 1 second. I gotta find something. I'm looking for something up, chat. I'm just doing my work right here. Actually, kind of attributed to lower volume console sort of shifty. Because I remember back in the day, I did see something about which one was like the worst time that Xbox just sold like the worst or something. The UK isn't the only country, and Sony for the same exact thing. Louis, I actually got my first platinum trophy yesterday on Terminator 2D No Fate. Really? Oh, that's good though. I mean, if you're happy with the first platinum, go ahead. Oh man, cool. That's cool, man. That's cool. Nice. My first platinum trophy on Sony, my only platinum trophy on Sony, to be honest, that was with Full Throttle, because I love Full Throttle though. So let me see. I'm digging up some information though. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see now. Man, AI is only focused in 2025. What the hell? Wow, incredible. They're only looking at 2025, huh? Okay. All right. Time to mess around with the system, my chat. Hold on, give me 1 second. Because I know there was I remember like years behind though. Their gaming services revenue was down by a lot though. Let me see. I remember I read once that their gaming console during Xbox one time was down 42%. I think it was 42 or 60%. I think it was. But I really gotta dig in for that info though. The thing is that right now, let's see now. 1 second, chat. 1 second. I'm looking for this information right now. I think I might have gamed on PlayStation for like 1.5 hours in my whole entire life. Really, Judas Wars? Wow. That's crazy. I game more than that on PlayStation. I admit to that, but at least I did not game as much as P Lump did. Ah! Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I'm trying to look for that info though. It's gonna be hard though. It's gonna be hard to find though. But I remember I did see something though. S5 Pro plus some decline. Let me see. Xbox consoles lower hardware. Let me see now. I can't find it, but I remember I did see something like a while back though with Xbox consoles. And if I find that info, chat, I will be gladly happy to share it with you. I mean, I gotta look for it and find it. I gotta really dig in though. Does never own a PlayStation, or that was a lifetime to go into someone's house and pick up the controller for 10 minutes. Laugh. I believe that. I believe that, man. There's some people who just don't game on. Sometimes they don't just like the PlayStation or something. Just game on other consoles. That happens though. I believe that. You know, I have friends that only just game on Xbox or they were Sega guys and then went up to Xbox. I know that. I hope the Terminator game doesn't give you a leakage on your console with the liquid metal. Wow. Oh yeah, T1000 is gonna come out. Says decline 21, but not more so that the Xbox will start staggering. Let me see this right here. Hold on. Let me see though. Reflect rating plummeting 70% year over year. Man, this is gonna be hard to find now because I just typed it in. Let's see. Xbox One gaming revenue, gaming service revenue dipped worst when. Let me see now. They're still focusing on 2025. Incredible. I guess I could be wrong. I don't know. Was down. Gary revenue was down 13% year over year. Xbox revenue down. Let me see. Because, yeah, I remember I did see something, though. I got to really dig for a chat. Maybe I saw something and misread, or maybe, But, yeah. But again, look, chat, listen. I now know these days they're going to be saying that the Xbox is dead. The Xbox is going to disappear. Now there's pressure on everything, right? There's going to be pressure on this. There's going to be pressure on their exclusives or the first party games. Blah blah blah. People are going to try, to use this as a topic of conversation. But look, listen. The death of Xbox will come when the company says, "Okay, Xbox, you're done. That's it. You're done. You're out." I know a lot of YouTubers are going to go out there, try to worry people, try to scare people, which is the wrong thing to do. Is the wrong thing to do. On the contrary, what we should do is say, hey, listen, okay, things have been down lately, and it's been bad for everyone as these days. Let's see if we can find a way to support, for it to come up or something, or whatever. You got to give people a positive attitude about this. You cannot be that guy saying, well, it's time to get serious, or do a video saying that Nadella is going to close you down, like someone I saw this morning that's doing a video like that. Bro, bro, they got money. They got to recover from the division. It's going to take a while for them to take it down. If they close it, it will be like the most ridiculous move ever made in history, because these things take time to build. It's not an easy thing to do. The development cycle is 5 to 6 years for a game, and it takes time to build a great game or something great that will deliver on the platform to bring more people in. It's going to take time. And the idea, for example, of having a box next generation that you can access all your storefronts, and that is if we do have a box, because the question is if we do, right? I'm not saying it won't be, I'm just saying if we do have a box, which I hope we do, um, we will have access to all these sources and this stuff, and we're gonna have a blast with that box. Just that idea alone is gonna be one of the best things out there, and that is the truth, though, because people who bought an Xbox ROG Ally X are seeing this and really having a blast on how this little machine works. No joke, they are. Oh, from feces? Nah, we have not seen anything new about feces yet, my friend Pickles. We have not seen anything yet when it comes down to feces. Nothing yet. We just know the name. It's feces. Oh Lord, chat's about to go to hell with that one again too. With me, I'm included too because I mentioned feces. Oh man, the whole feces thing, man. Pickles, why you gotta remind me of feces, man? I'm having a serious talk here. You gotta bring that up. Damn. But yeah, Chad, bringing it back in though, right? Listen, let the corporates worry about what to do. It's been bad. Now, what we can do is bring up suggestions. Suggestion one, right? Ah, bro, boy collecting. Bro, boy collecting stuff that oh shit, that might go out of business or might close down. Damn, bro, boy, damn, we don't want that to happen though. But bro, boy collecting stuff though. But yeah, I got to prepare to sell it before that happens. Pickles. That's like, listen, I find it hilarious. They'd be like, oh, I gotta get prepared to sell for this stuff. Look, buy a Dreamcast. Go ahead. Tell me what the price is. Go buy a Sega Saturn. Tell me what the price is. Go buy a Sega Genesis. Tell me what the price is. They went out of business and look how they sell, though. Incredible how much they sell. Huh. Wow. No joke. I mean, you go out there, go buy a PS2. I know Sony's not out of business, though, but the PS2, is long gone already away. And they're expensive as hell. Huh. Brand new PS2, holy smokes. Sega Genesis even used costs like $100. So yeah, that's the thing though. I wouldn't be afraid to sell. And here's what's funny though: you prepare to sell it, everybody will know because now we have internet, we have all that stuff out here. Everybody will know it's about to be shut down. Oh, you're talking about the PlayStation. Oh, I thought you were talking about Xbox though. Okay, okay. I already have a PS2. Let my ass off. I do too. I got one. I saw it on the table. Sega Saturn is the most expensive console to collect for. That thing is nuts. Yeah. So that's the thing, though, right? When it comes to that. Oh, he was talking about the PS though. Nah, you know. Listen, it has to have a controller that will deliver the smells, though. I think it is. The console will not deliver the smell. It's the controller that's going to deliver the smell, or something like that. But yeah, nobody wants to have a game that smells, though. No. The only thing that smells is the farts you're gonna blow out while you're playing the game. That's the only thing that should smell, or your stinking butt because you did not take a shower during the day. That's the only two things that gotta smell in your room while you're playing the game. Other than that, nothing else. Or food if you're gonna eat food. But remember, if you're gonna eat food, please, 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 Lord, have wipes next to you. And seriously, if you are playing one of those games that you have to be online all the time, like for example, Arc Raiders or this, and you're gonna eat, please finish the level and go ahead and eat and take a pause and eat and tell the guys, hey, I'm gonna eat, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Seriously, just do that. Yeah, and then stop grabbing the controller with dirty hands. Ew, controllers get nasty and then they get sticky and then Fun fact: Saturn was the first console that allowed a built-in console-based way to save your game data. Wow, really? Funny how that works, huh? Barely anyone wanted one when it was out, but now it dead and gone. Folks want one now. Exactly, Sincere. So true. That's how it is. And listen, another thing, chat. Another thing. This is what I always say about when it comes to corporations or when it comes to gaming devices. Look, if Xbox the box dies, and they decide just to go online and everything, and you guys like your hardware, there is hardware for you to move up to. No joke. You don't have to go to PlayStation. You got PCs as the second line. Now you got a Steam machine coming out too. So there is other hardware to go to. You don't have to worry that you have to be stuck on the PlayStation. If that's something that worries you guys all around though. So there's always going to exist a hardware for you to move on to. Because remember, there was Sega. Sega died. Sega died, right? Sega died. But what happened next? We had an Xbox, and a lot of us moved to Xbox. Some of us moved to PlayStation, some of us moved to Xbox. But here's the thing that's happening though, and this is something that people, the analysts, I keep on saying, don't look at. I always say, chat, you need to learn how to read the room. Read the room. When you read the room, what's the other guy though? What's the other guy though? But if you read the room, right, and you notice what's happening in gaming in general, it's simple. You got Circana giving you data, and I really want to thank Matt Piscatella for that because with the data, at least I learned a lot of the stuff from that. And it's that simple. You got Matt Piscatella's data. You have a lot of analysts out there putting data out there. You just got to learn how to read it, and it's simple. The problem right now with gaming is that. Here we go. Let me tell you what it is. You have top-notch graphics right now. That right now, with the top-notch graphics, you look at the last generation console versus this one, and it's all pretty much details when it comes to graphics. It's just details, right? I just don't know how to move this, bro. It's pretty much details, right? That's what it is, pretty much details, because you got people right now on the PS4, on Xbox One, playing all these free-to-play games, and that is a problem when it comes out moving up to hardware. Now here comes the next one though. Adults. I'm 42 years old. Chat, I'm 42 years old. I don't know how old you guys are, but me being right now 42 years old, I sit here and I tell myself, how much time do I game in a week? Tops 5 hours. Back in the day when I was a kid, I remember a Saturday turning on my Xbox and just playing a game all day. It's really rare when I can sit here and play a game all fucking day. It's rare nowadays. It's rare. Not only that, I also got movies to watch, TV shows to see. There's so much stuff to see right now or watch or enjoy that seriously, it takes time away from my game because become an adult. I can't be sitting at home just playing a game all day like I used to when I was a kid. I got responsibilities. I got stuff I got to do. And so, yeah, that's how it is. And then here comes the other part. We have children because we're getting old. We have children. Our children grow up, 4 or 5 years old. Where do they go to? They go to Roblox, Fortnite, right? Roblox, Fortnite, Call of Duty, or GTA Online. That's where they go to. Now, please do not show your kids GTA Online while they're 4 or 5 years old. They don't need to learn all that stuff. But yeah, at the end of the day, though, shit, that's where they go to. They start playing all these games. My niece is a Roblox fan. My nephew's a Roblox fan. That's what they play. They'd rather play on the tablet. And so you guys were asking the question, why is Xbox strategy like for them it doesn't work? Because here's the thing though. You guys want that console war to continue. You guys want to continue with that because it delivers content for you guys to write about. It delivers a whole bunch of stuff that you guys need to get the clicks. Because right now, there is probably 3 or 4 million people out there that are the ones that are hardcore when it comes down to console wars, that they don't want to move up on that level. They don't. They don't want to understand the change. They don't want to do that. They just want to sit there in console wars saying this box is dead, what they're doing it sucks, and all this shit, right? But what you guys don't see is that we as gamers keep on evolving. I know some PlayStation guys that have a Steam Deck. I know some PlayStation guys that have Legion, Lenovo, what was it? Listen, no, that's not Lenovo. Lenovo Legion Go, sorry. Lenovo Legion Go. I know some of them that have a ROG Ally. I know some of them that have. I mean, me, for example, if I just open my Steam, you guys want to know something? Check this out. Look, no joke. I game mostly on my box, but if I go to my library of games, I already have 60 games already bought on my Steam. That's 60 games I bought. So I'm building on another place though. Louis loves console war and pizza. No, no, no. What I love about this day, Reezy, is all the stuff they jabber about. That's what I love. And all those things they say out there, I go out there and I joke about it because look at this guy saying all this crap, you know? That's what I laugh about. And how they want to kill the box and how they want to destroy the box and how they think we're dooming and glooming and crying. Super revenue is down. I always say this and I keep on telling my chat this and it's the truth. Worry about what game to play next. That's all we got to worry about. Oh, it's going out of business. Okay. Like in history, we have not been there when a company goes out of business. What did we do? We moved up. That's what we did. We went somewhere else. At first, of course, you go like, oh, shit, it went out of business. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Okay, what's the next box? That was the moment right there. And that's the thing I laugh about because they go out there and they spread all these lies. They go out there and try to destroy the box. They go out there trying to throw negative about this box. Like, for example, why is Xbox putting the games everywhere? Why are people ditching the Xbox hardware? One of the smartest moves I've ever seen Xbox do was start putting their games on PC. I know Crack Gamer didn't like it. Chia Walker says, you have way more games than Steam than me. Do have over 100 GOG games since I got free from Amazon Prime. Wow. See what I mean? And not only that, Farq, you in here? Hey, Farq, how many games do you have on the Epic Game Stores that you download for free? I don't Farq's gonna say, oh, I have a ton of them. He's gonna say, because you hear people go to Epic Game Store download free games. Thank you, Team Sweetie. You know we love free games, but damn. But yeah, literally, little by little, you build libraries in other places because there's some games that just don't go to the box. And sometimes they do, like Phasmophobia came out on PC years ago and now it's on Xbox. That's what you do. You build your library without knowing it, you build it. And after that, you put it on wish list and all of a sudden you get a sale. You're like, man, it's $5. Let me go ahead and buy it. That's what you do. You buy it and start building. So that's why one of the key points I see the next Xbox being is accessible to other stores is going to be fantastic because we are building libraries everywhere. We are. We have evolved as gamers. We don't sit down on a console anymore. We don't. There's some of them that do, And they think, because this was funny though. I love how the PlayStation console warriors go out there and say, "Well, my games play better here," and all that bullshit. But at the end of the day, they're playing Fortnite. So you're telling me you bought an $800 console to play Fortnite? Because that's what the data shows me. You're not buying the exclusives, you're playing Fortnite. You're not buying the exclusives, you're playing Call of Duty. You're not buying the exclusives, you're playing Roblox. You're not buying your exclusives, you're playing Minecraft for fuck's sakes. Seriously. Pickle says, I have 208 games on Steam. Half of my games is bought on CD keys and instant gaming for cheap. They were easy to get. See what I mean? So yeah, Chad, that's the thing. We have evolved though. That's what they're not seeing. And that's why we see Xbox putting the games on PC, because a lot of people have moved to PC. And that's why the next Xbox is going to be PC like. Because if they keep on with the console thing, they know they're not going to go anywhere with the console when it comes down to the box. Now it's time to move to PC, because that's where the majority of the gamers are at. If you don't believe me, Google it. Type it in Google. No, I'll let you guys type it if you want. You go to Google, you type it. I'll even show it to you right now too. You type in how many PC gamers are in total. It's right now at 1.85 or 1.853 billion PC gamers. PC gamers in total. Wow. Oh Lord, Jay Reezy, make sure you take the PlayStation, when you drop that down. Space Marine 2 just dropping the Game Pass, fam. Let them ponies talk about finances while we play games they can't even afford. Wait, Demo Flow. You cannot be saying that here, Demo Flow. That ain't true. They can afford it because they told me they can. And I believe in what they say. You believe that bullshit? I sure don't. See, even she doesn't believe in that bullshit. Plenty stock finances because they have anything else to play until Xbox throws them another bone. Yep, that's true though. Take a good care of Concord while you do that. Oh Lord, Concord. Wow, I even said this yesterday. Concord was even better than. Damn, it had more action at least though than High Guard. Jesus, no, I don't. Don't get me started on High Guard though. Shoot. But yeah, Chad, that's the thing though, right? Look, at the end of the day, it's what I keep telling you guys. Media for me is out to trash Xbox. Not only media, all these guys are out there to trash, whatever throws that comes out. Because you know what's so funny though, and let me tell you something, chat. Look, Marathon is coming out. And these guys root for PlayStation. They love PlayStation. They kiss PlayStation. They do anything for PlayStation. And I've seen you guys talk about Marathon. What I always tell you though, what I always tell you about the games, right? What did I say though? Before I go in a rant or before I go, saying something about the game, I got to try it out. It's true. Because for graphics, I started in 3-bit. I don't care about graphics. I just care about the fun. So if Marathon is a fun game, I will say it's a fun game. I won't hide it. I will say it's a fun game. If I gotta give it my 2 cents, I'll give it my 2 cents. If I gotta go ahead and throw it under the truck, I will throw it on the truck but at least though I did play it in order to say something. But I don't want to be that guy. But just because I saw a trailer like Intergalactic and go like, oh look, there's a bald chick on it. Didn't y'all see Alien Romulus though? I mean, there was a bald chick in that movie too. I mean, what's your point? What's your point? Okay, all right, cool. You gotta say what you gotta say, cool. But that's the thing, though. They go ahead and they trash their own stuff because they're not happy with what PlayStation is delivering. On the contrary, you gotta be happy. You gotta cheer for it because shit, if you guys keep on trashing it, it's gonna go broke. But they don't do that. They don't cheer for it. They trash it too. It's funny though how they do it though. As bad as Highguard may be, at least listen, you bay, listen. If you did not play Concord, you bay, trust what Crazy Lou is saying here. Concord had more action. That's bad. That's why I say Highguard is so bad. Because look, let me tell you something. If it was a 10v10 on that map, it would have been better. And instead of you smudging walls, right? Like you putting stuff on the walls on making the walls tougher, then it should at least had like a Gatling gun, like a bow and arrow and stuff like that. But the thing is, that map is so big that 3v3, it's tiring. It's boring. That's why when I said yesterday, Conquer was even better than that crap. Because Conquer had more action though. No joke, it did. I got 127 games purchased on PlayStation, but I will check how much I purchased on Xbox. I have like 603 on Xbox, I think it is. And on PlayStation, I have like 30, 40. I don't remember. I don't remember how much on PlayStation though I have. And then on Nintendo, I have like 5 or 10. On PC, I have 60. You guys notice that? And yeah, I think I bought StarCraft to StarCraft somewhere around here. I gotta go buy. Man, I haven't played StarCraft in a while. PlayStation is nothing more than a third-party box. 100% pickles. We know that because we saw in the 30th anniversary, and they're cheering that GTA will be the godforsaken savior of the console. Incredible, incredible. 5, 10 years ago, not 10. No, 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 no. Let me see. Yeah, 10 years ago, almost 10, 9 years ago, it was about exclusives. Now it's GTA going to save the box. Wow. That was a shift right there. And that's why, I troll those guys out there because they come out here with all this crap, believing it in themselves. They believe it so much. I don't understand. I just laugh at them. Remember the SSD? Remember the liquid metal? I don't know if you guys talked about. I wasn't here podcasting yet about the liquid metal, but I remember talking to the guys out there saying, "Well, that liquid metal is going to be a problem." They said, "No, it's never going to happen." Yet you got technicians out here opening the box and having issues with the liquid metal on some models, not all models, just in case. But yes, they have had problems with the liquid metal, and yet they don't go out there and say, "Wow, you were right about that." They will never point you and say you were right about that. What they'll do is they'll say, "Well, they upgraded and made it better." Oh God. They will glaze you. They do that right now, Pickles. That is the game they're looking forward to. Out of all games, they're looking forward to that one game. So that's what I'm saying, though. It's like, why should we trust you what you say, ponies? When all the stuff you say is good for you. But yet, when we go out here and tell you this is not good, you guys get mad at us. You guys call us Xbox. You guys call us all this because you want to defend your console. For what? What does the console give to you? Games? Mine does too. What's the difference? Well, I see a tree. Good for you. I don't care about the damn tree. I just want to go in and shoot things up or slash things or blow up stuff. That's all I care for. She lastly says, I just ordered Resident Evil 9. Nice, nice. I will order mine when I always order the games when the day comes by. Listen, right now, I used to be that guy you should pre-order at the beginning, but now I wait for the game to come out. And until Maurice doesn't test it, I'm not buying it. And until I sit down and talk to my brother Maurice, the game tester, and he says, "Yeah, Louis, go for it. It's looking good. It's running great." I'm good because if it's running bad, I'll wait. That's what I'm doing nowadays. But the thing is, though, like I was saying, bringing it back into the conversation about Xbox, right? What's going on out here is people are just right now, there are so many, many games. There's so many games right now. There's so much backlog. There's so much to play, right? And right now, you guys releasing the games in the status they are in, that they have to be what's it called, fixed or updated or anything. People just rather wait. That's another situation that's happening out here in the gaming industry. You guys need to fix. But again, Crazy Lou would suggest an Xbox for this year. You guys are having a 25th anniversary. 25th. It's time to rock. That's my big suggestion. It's time to rock. You guys have something planned. I hope you guys do something amazing with it. I hope everything grows for you guys. But this is the year you guys got to go in and say, "Hey, we're here, and F you all who said we're dead." Seriously, it's time to do it. I know you gotta be nice so the consumer can come in and buy your games and stuff like that. I get all that stuff, but throw a little bit of heat. It needs to come. It does. Fight back. Slap them around a little bit. Slap them around a little bit. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Go for it. You guys have a great library of games. You guys have a ton of things you guys can deliver. Deliver the Call of Duties guys have in there. Go in there with Blizzard stuff. Deliver more stuff on Blizzard. Deliver more stuff on Bethesda. You guys have a shit ton of things to do. Seriously, take advantage of it. Deliver, and let us, the consumer, have fun. Go for it. And that's what we gotta do. Have fun. Like I always say in my chat, always worry for what you're gonna play next. Don't worry about the financials of the company because listen, let them worry about that. But if you want to worry about it, let's give them suggestions. And what suggestions do we give them? Start delivering. Put your ABK games in there. Put Call of Duty. Put all that stuff into Game Pass so the Call of Duty players can be attracted to it and go and subscribe. That's what you can do, though. That's what you can do. Okay, say a good morning. Crazy Louie Comedy Hour, 100%. We're having fun. We're trolling here. All the complaints from the ponies, like always. No games industry died as quickly as Conquer. 500 million, write it down. Yes, you pay 100. Well, there's that one game of the zombies, though, that really died down. But yeah, Conquer beat the record, though. Conquer beat the record of that zombie game. What was that game called? Man, that game looks so good. Woohoo! Once it released, though, like, huh? This is broken as hell. It died. John TJ with a $5 super. He says, sites are making up rumors about GTA 6 getting delayed to February. What do you think, Louis? What do I think, TJ? Seriously? When it comes down to Rockstar, though, to be honest, though, uh, hmm, if they delay, it's because of something. If they delay, it's because of something. Because here's the thing about Rockstar, though. Rockstar is really, really picky when it comes down to its quality. They are. No joke. I have not like the only time I seen something bad from Rockstar was the whole GTA trilogy thing that released. That was god awful from Rockstar. Remember the GTA trilogy that was released? I don't know if Rockstar worked on it, but that was god awful. They should have not done that. They released that thing all screwy, dewy, and messy up. But when it comes to their like big GTAs in general, they really do take their time and to deliver something good. And right now, that game, for what we saw in the trailers, and to be honest though, for what we saw in the trailers in the game, right? That game looks like it's gonna be fucking really demanding. It is. It's gonna be really a really demanding game. Because look, we saw canoes, we saw swamps, all that boat with the whatever it was. Part in that game, there's so much stuff to do in this one that it could probably happen though because it's got so much in the game though for what it seems for what we saw. I have not played the game. I have not like sat down, of course, because we know it's not released yet, but it looks like there's a lot of things going on in that game. So if they delay it, it's always for a good reason. And I know people will go out there and say, let them cook. Always. I don't trust rumors from media outlets, bunch of clickbaiters. Yep, 100%. That but one bald koala looking pony who bought 3 copies of Conquer was responsible for that. Holy shit. Outrageous says, to be fair, I was never able to try Concord. Good God, Rachel. Well, Four Star still has players. I was never able to get into the game of Bleeding Edge in my life. Well, Bleeding Edge was Jesus Christ. Are we saying should we remove all the trees? No, I'm not saying that, Rachel. No, I'm just laughing because they say, "Well, I can see a tree here. Well, go for it. Look at your tree. While you're looking at your tree, I'm over here shooting, blowing up stuff." That's what I always say, though. I got around 500, and then I got a 500 on Xbox, and another 200 physical. I have 500 physical game. I have 500 physical games spanning from the NES to X1. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Wow, you got a ton of games though. Wow. John TJ with a $2 super chat. He says GTA always looks like the trailer. Yeah, it does. They really know. They really pull on when it comes down to quality. Seriously, they really do an amazing job. So I'm not scared if they delay it. It's always for a good reason. I know investors will be mad. I know people are gonna go on a rant and blah blah blah. But I'm not afraid. They delayed it because look. Here's the thing, though, chat. Listen, this year alone, for example, when it comes down to Xbox, woo-wee, oh baby. I mean, if you're Forza fans and you love Forza, you got Forza Horizon 6 coming out in 2 months. We have Fable coming out in a couple months. And supposedly, if we do have that second Developers Direct, if we do have it, then hell, we're going to get more. This issue alone, it's already packed. For me, for example, I have Hellraiser, which I'm counting for. That's one game I'm gonna be playing. I have Fable. I have Forza Horizon 6. I have there's so much to play. No fucking joke. I still have Ninja Gaiden 4 to play. Still have. I still have games to play. There's so much to play. It's time to say. I mean, you got Crimson Desert coming out soon too. That's gonna be a big game also. Which hey, Sony wanted to hog tie that one, but it didn't happen though. Reforce told his chat 40 no microtransaction will buy a copy for everyone in my family. Didn't buy a single pop copy. For what? Conquer? Oh shit, that people call me. Dímelo, papi. Ah, yo te lo dije. Seguramente, bueno, te voy a llamar, dame un ratico, yo te llamo, que tengo el show. Sí, te llamo, te amo. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. Yep, I didn't know that was it though. One second, chat. Hold on, one second. Really, Louis really got the Peacemaker ringtone. Yes, I do. Sorry about that, Chad. It was my father that's calling me because usually my father calls me and my father calls or Mrs. calls. I gotta pick up. You know how it is because it could be an emergency or anything. That's why I had the phone next to me. So, like I was saying, where was I? So yeah, we're packed of games this year alone. We got Halloween coming up, which I know I'm gonna be playing that. Heck, Ilphonic, woo, and Gun. Heck yeah, let's go. I have tons of things to play. I'm not worried if GTA 6 comes out or not. When it does come out, and if the day comes by, I gotta buy it. Trust me, I will buy it and I will play it. That's what I do. Because again, I'm full of games to play and I'm not worried about anything. I'm not. Beast of Reincarnation is there too. We got games to play. Have some fun. Yes! And that's what we gotta be happy about. Halloween is gonna be another Friday the 13th wannabe, which is good. I like the Friday the 13th wannabe. Killer Clowns is another Friday the 13th wannabe. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is another Friday the 13th wannabe. They're fun games. I love the Friday the 13th game. I did not give a shit what rating it got. It was too much damn fun. I love that game. Sad it got taken away. Fucking lawsuits, bastard man. Who was the guy? Who was the guy who put the lawsuit out there? I'll flick him off. Seriously, that guy pissed me off. Because nowadays, you know what's so funny, chat? I still have the game installed. No joke. If you turn on my Xbox, Friday the 13th, the game is still installed. And when I go in and try to play it, it doesn't work. At least have the NPC thing working. I want to be Jason, chase down the NPCs, and play for a little bit. Because that was fun, though. But yeah, it died. Ubase says, I'm a bit disappointed that there is not a straight line on Forza Horizon 6 map through. Looks like Zero Forza Horizon 5, you can max out your car's top speed. Not a fan of those, but cool. For those who enjoy them, they all end up getting removed from stores and going offline eventually, though. What do you mean by that? I still have the physical edition of the game. But 513 the game? Ah, lucky you, man. Lucky you. Huh. I wish I would have gotten a physical edition in its plastic so I could save it. Because that was a great game, though. But yeah, that's how it is, chat. We have so much to play. We shouldn't worry about nothing else. I wouldn't worry about GTA 6. Seriously, I know people are stoked up about it, hyped up about it, but to be honest, though, it was announced, and if it gets delayed, it's because they are my chat trying to make the game better. That's how you got to see it, my chat. Always, with all the love in the world, that's how you got to see things. I'm not kidding you. That's how you got to see things. Because again, you know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of games being released looking in a bad way. Look at Jedi Survivors. I was so hyped up to play that game, and when it released, it was messy. I had to wait till they fix it. And even though I bought the game, right? I bought the game and I knew it was going to be coming to Game Pass, but I did buy the game. It was still messy. When you put in 60 FPS, oh man, the game was messy. Oh, oh, oh. And still needs to be a lot fixing. I'm tired of that stuff. I'm not kidding you. That's one of the things that really tick me off when those things happen. They do. We don't want that. We do not want that. Really disappointed that Exo Prime is their franchise now, though. That was the most playable PvE game I played. Yeah, and that's the thing, though. What game? Because that's another thing, though, that people don't discuss is what can we do to attract players to these games, though. That's another thing. Like, look, for example, I'm not kidding you. Arc Raiders. Chat, can you tell me what Arc Raiders is about? Give me the plot. Give me the plot about Arc Raiders. Go for it. What's the plot about Arc Raiders? What's the plot? And you know what I mean by that. What's the plot of the story? Tell me, what's the story about Arc Raiders? What's going on in Arc Raiders, though? All we know is simple. It's the future. It's in the future. Robots have taken over. That's what we know. We go up and we loot. But Arc Raiders basically is looting for stuff and upgrading your base, doing the projects, doing the dailies, doing this. That's what's basically around. Nothing else. And of course, you shoot down robots, but basically, you're just collecting stuff. Some people probably, went in there, and know a little bit more about the lore of the game, right? They probably do. No joke, they probably do. Because to be honest, though, with Destiny, right? I have people talk to me about Destiny, stuff I did not know. I'm like, how do you know this? Well, I read everything, the stuff that was out there about Destiny. I'm like, wow, you really sat there and read. I just played the game. That's what Arc Raiders is. Arc Raiders is one of those games like Destiny. You just go in, play, try to get weapons and stuff because the loot is so much fun. And lately, that's what everyone's been playing, though. Stuff to get loot, stuff to enjoy. That's what they've been playing. Now, the question is, how can we defeat that purpose? How can we go out there and do this? Well, here's the thing, though. Us gamers, for example, I could keep saying, I'm tired of big ass games. Make games much smaller. At least do a couple 15 hours games and have your two or three big world games. That's cool. But make games smaller though, like 15 hours like it used to be, so we can go in, play the story, and then move on. Because that's the thing though, and make it interesting. You do that, it will be good for you. I'm not saying do your whole library like that, but seriously, go on in. Like for example, one of the best games I played, zombie games I played, was Dead Island 2. What I really enjoyed about Dead Island 2 was the semi-open world. So if I had to do something, I go in the map and do it quick. I didn't have to be like, oh, I'm here. I gotta go walk over there, or take a car, or ride a horse, or no. It was quick. I was like, okay, let's go to this map. Okay, gotta go over here, run in there, take a couple of zombies' head off, shoot them. That's what's good about that. John TJ with the $5 super chat. Louis, did you play the older Fable games? And do you want to play Forza Horizon 6 when it comes out? I wish we could start back up Forza Fridays. That was so much fun, chat. When I started podcasting, we had a thing called Forza Fridays. It was with the guys with midweek mix up. It was Pat Jew, Parent Plug sometimes join. Speaking about Parent Plug, where's he been? I haven't seen him in a while. I gotta go check him out on Twitch because he's always on Sea of Thieves stuck over there. But yeah, it was Pat Jew, Parent Plug, Maurice, the games tester. Sometimes Erwin jumped in. TJ sometimes jumped in. God, what was his name though? Dazzy. and we just had a blast. We sat there for 3 hours just racing and talking crap. That's all we did. We had a blast. No joke. Just 3 hours of just nonstop talking crap. So for Fable though, I did play part one. Part one. But what really took me out of place with Fable was the whole armor set disappeared. And I was like, man, why did they take the armor away? It was now closed though, but I have to give it a chance. That's something that as when I was young, I looked at it, I was like, oh man, that took like all the groove out of that game. But I gotta give another go though. I gotta give another go, and I will try it out again to see if I play it and see if I have blast with it. I still need just one last achievement to get to the 100% enforcer. Really frustrating one that I'm not sure how to get your own. You bay, like I always say, YouTube and Google are your best friends. If you can't get something, Google it or YouTube it, and get the help. Unless if Copilot is there, which I can't not wait for the Copilot, because once it gets there, I'll be super duper happy. But Copilot though can really help you out. Did I freeze, chat? Yes, I did freeze on the. Never mind. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. So yeah, Google it, man. Don't be afraid to Google stuff up. Because all of us Google when we're stuck with something or need information. All of us do. It's our best friend. Let's see. But yeah, let's keep going, my chat. I know how to get it, and requirement is way too difficult unless you have a squad that who allows you to cheese it. Oh, okay. Okay. Then sit down and talk to your friends to help you out. Because some people are out there to help out too. La subida de Game Pass provocó rechazo, no cumple previsión. Oh wow, seriously? These guys are really pouring out a lot of negative news on the Xbox though. Oh wow. Wow. But again, chat, always worry about what to play next. And my chat, with all the love in the world. Like I say this, I don't think Xbox is going to disappear anytime soon. I don't think so. I'm saying it. I don't think so. If it does, chat, hey, we move on to the next box. That's what we do. And play games and have fun. And that's what we do, my chat. That's what we do. That's what we do. We don't have to worry that, this and that, because right now, like I said, media, um, that's what we need to worry about. Not listen to all these guys out there who are reporting negative news or saying that Nadella is going to close down the Xbox division or all this stuff. Because at the end of the day, though, chat, right now, right now, all of us in real life are struggling with things. So if we, the normal person, is struggling with things, I can imagine how the gaming division is. Can't imagine how it is because look, I even saw an article out there that, you know what? Let's talk about it. Check this out. Watch this, my chat. Watch this. This is an interesting article. You'll see. Hold on. Let me go get it. Okay, 1 second, chat. Let me go get it. So let me find this article. This is an interesting article. I know not a lot of people will cover it, but I hope that people that do watch the show and do on other shows, they go ahead and cover this later on down the road. Surveyed by GDC. Here you go, found this. Check this out, chat. This is interesting though. When it comes down to finances and everything, this is right now the gaming industry how it is right now. Here we go. So look at this. So it says here, More than a quarter of devs surveyed by GDC were laid off in the past 2 years, and half of them don't have a new job. Execs are throwing people overboard and expecting these scuttle ghost ships to keep making them infinite money. More than a quarter of gaming devs responding to new surveys said they were laid off in the past few years. This year's annual State of the Game Industry survey, which managed by the Game Developers Conference and surveys more than 2,300 games industry professionals around the world, asked its respondents a number of questions about layoffs. According to the survey, 17% said they were laid off in the past 12 months, while another 11% were laid off during the 12 months before that, making the total of 28%. When limited to just US respondents, that percentage increases to 33%. The survey also notes that the total number of layoffs could be higher than the survey suggests, as some respondents could have been laid off more than once in the past 2 years. Of those who said they have been laid off, around 48% of them said they hadn't found a new job yet. This wasn't exclusive to those recently let go either. Of those who were laid off 1 or 2 years ago, 36% said they were still looking for a new job. Half of the respondents said the current company or the one they recently worked for conducted layoffs in the past 12 months, and while 47% said they didn't anticipate future layoffs at their company in the next 12 months, 23% said they did, and 30% weren't sure. So these were the layoffs. Company restructuring, 43%. That's huge. Budget cuts, 38%. Market conditions, 38%. 38%. Project canceled, 32%. Strategic direction change, 31%. Project completion, 8%. Merger acquisition, 6%. Automation AI implementation, 6%. Tariffs are rising, operational costs, 4%. Other 6%. No reasons given, 7%. Wow. Look at that stuff. So literally, when it comes down to company restructuring, there's been more layoffs than anything. So basically, a lot of people are mad at AI implementation, but AI has done a 6% of the damage. But then the rest, though, is huge. Damn. Project canceled 32%. That's big, chat. That's big. When asked what they thought the reasons were for such widespread layoffs, a number of respondents gave their own theories under anonymity. Leadership failed to see that the COVID era boom was not permanent, which is true. And the company went on an acquisition spree before being acquired. A senior programmer in India said, now money is a lot tighter because the goldfish with the money wants returns yesterday so they can funnel into the current fad Gen AI, which that's the race that everybody's going to. Executives who have never actually worked as a dev are pulling up the boards on their ships, throwing people overboard, and expecting these Scuttle's ghost ships to keep making them infinite money, a former designer in New York said. Meanwhile, the owner of the independent studio Australia said, we're coming up towards launch, and if sales aren't good enough, there will be layoffs, which is another reason. The situation also affects future developers, as seen by the responses of more than 100 educators who were surveyed. 60% said they expected the current economic and industry climate to have an impact on how many of their students would have a job in the industry, while further 27% said they already seen an impact. Only 2% said that didn't foresee an impact. There aren't any jobs. One game designer in California responded to the survey. Everyone's getting fired. It's fucked. Wow. Wow. Game developer Farhan Noor, who has been tracking industry job cuts since 2022, estimates that around 8,500 workers were laid off in 22, 10,500 workers in 23, 14,600 workers in 2024, and 5,300 workers in 2025. Wow. That's insane. That tells you that there is, chat, a lot, and I do mean a lot of struggle in the gaming industry in general. And that is something though that I hope these guys, out there who watch the show, seriously, who enjoy the show in the mornings and everything, enjoy the slander and all that stuff, the fun we have on here, and they do podcasts, go ahead and talk about this because it's an interesting piece though. It's an interesting piece because at the end of the day, we see how the industry is struggling. That is something that people don't talk about because all they do is they go out there and just pinpoint on what's uh, the groove, and that is point fingers at Microsoft or look at the PlayStation 5 sales or all this stuff, but yet then look at this the situation that's happening and don't bring it into subject, which they should even more, because it's something that's cooking. It's something that's bad out there and it's doing awful things, laying off people from work and everything because the gaming industry is in a big hot mess, which is the truth, something they don't say. So that's why one big reason, because look, chat, let's be smart about this real quick. You have a service like Game Pass, and if you love playing games, why don't you sub to it? Seriously, why don't you sub to it? Why don't you take advantage of it? Why aren't you like some people like on Steam? Why aren't they buying new games? Because you know what they do? They put on the wish list and they wait for the game to go down. I mean, that's what I do on Steam. I don't buy games day one on Steam. Really, I think the only game I bought on Steam day one was Resident Evil 4. That was the only game I bought on Steam, and I got it on CD keys for real cheap. But that's what we do here. Us gamers, that's what we do. And the thing is, the main reason why Xbox has decided to expand is because, like I said, though, as adults, as we grow, right, it's getting harder for us to sit down and game. So now we got our kids using our systems. And what do they game? 3 or 4 games. And so what do? We probably evolve, buy ourselves a PC or get ourselves another console or get something else. I don't know. And we play there when we have the time and we say, okay, let's go buy this game on here. Let's go purchase this games over here. And if you have something like the Xbox Play Anywhere or something like that, of course you're going to take advantage of it because you buy the game once on your Xbox and then you go ahead and play it anywhere, which is a good thing. But yeah, it's like I said, we have evolved. We have gone from consoles. We have gone to somewhere else. We don't have the same time as we used to sit down, buy these games and play them like again we used to. Like last year, I remember, didn't we do the True Achievements thing? And we saw how many games I played. I think it was like 73 or something. I think it was in total 73. But which I can sit down and tell you guys how many of them I bought were probably like 10 or 12 games. Then the rest were Game Pass games. Game Pass games. So I saved up a lot of money on there. I took advantage of that. John TJ with the $5 super. He says, let's play Fable 2 and 3. The server's still up for co-op. Look it up. Man, TJ, I don't like playing with you. You always figure out something and find a way to kill me. In GTA, you grab that damn tank and blow me up into pieces. Hell no. In Fable, you probably slash me or stab me or something. No way. You suck. Wasn't expecting an article to say fuck like that. Yep. You want to expect it like that? Yeah, because it is. It's fucked up. And that is something that people don't talk about in general, how the gaming industry is. What they rather look at is how the Xbox numbers are, how PlayStation 5 is doing good, blah, blah, blah. But they don't look at the main thing you got to look at. What's happening out there? What's going on? And it's like what I said before, when Sony decided to let TCL take over the TV division. Oh, shit. Ha. Huh. Haven't bought a game day one since I subbed into Game Pass. And that's the thing, though. And that's something like, look, Sean Lade and all those guys, they go out there. And when you see them talk bad about Game Pass, I look at them like, you greedy SOB. That's what I look at them. I'm like, you guys are greedy as hell. Why don't you like Game Pass? Well, it cannibalizes sales. Okay. Your point? Because, I mean, hell, if it comes down to it, let's go back to the good old PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, 360 days. Let's go look at that and Dreamcast and all that stuff. What did us gamers did back in the day, huh? Let me see. I'm going to show you all an example of one right here. Where is it? Oh, never mind. It's broken in half, though, but what we used to do as gamers back in the day is grab this thing. Right here, this little beauty right here. We grabbed this beauty right here, and we went to a person and said, hey, bro, can you chip this effort for me? He's like, yes, we can chip it up. And then we bought CDs for cents or downloaded them with a CD burner, burned the game on a CD and we started to play our games on these boxes. And 360 days, oh baby. Haha, don't get me started on that one. But that's what we did because we were not making money. So whatever cash flew in, whatever cash, listen, I was working for 10,000 pesos, 12,000 pesos. A game cost 2,000. And I had tons of games in the back in the day. And that's what we did. That's what we did. We did that. So again, why is Game Pass so bad? I don't get it. Bloated pseudo sizes, long project times, and the same budgets not sustainable is what we get when we say we need 1,000% fully interactive NPCs go into our houses, etc. in games. When PlayStation is more greedy than they charge you $10 to change your username. Wow, they do that? That's fucked up. I remember this being the ugliest console when it's released. Now that PS3 and PS4 and PS5 release, this one isn't so bad though. Listen, any console is ugly. It's a box. Any box is ugly. It takes space and it's annoying. Seriously. I hate the taking up spaces thing. I really do. But at least nowadays, the consoles, have an option to be stood up, though. At least they do. But the ones that had to be like lay flat, oh my God. Get me started on that. Oh my God. Whoo! Whoo-wee. Oof, that took a lot of space, though. My Xbox is standing up. The one that's laying flat right now is the PS5 because of the liquid metal. I have it laying down. I'm afraid the liquid metal is going to leak. And that MNC 1000 coming in my room after me. And hell no. And listen, I'm a chubby man. It will take him a while to catch me, but probably like 30 seconds, but he'll catch me though. Huh. Well, I got a motorcycle though. I just got to do is turn it on and do the John Connor thing. But he does run fast though. Ah, fuck, I'm screwed. Oh, I remember this being the ugliest console. Okay, now Saturn, Sega, CDX, and Dreamcast were nice looking pieces of hardware. No. The Sega Genesis was, what I like about the Sega Genesis, it was small, right? Then they had like another 32-bit one that was big, that was ugly. The small one was pretty cool until it became Decepticon. No joke. When you had to have the Sega CD, when you had to have the 32X, when you had to have all that stuff, it became Decepticon. That's when it started to be ugly. And not only that, they had this big ass power adapter things, the power box thing, and you could use it as a weapon to beat up people. No joke. But yeah, they take up too much space though. Let's see, general. God damn, they charge you $10 to switch your ID? Wow. They're desperate though. Not talking about the Genesis, the CDX. Look it up. In particular, look it up. It looks awesome. Okay, I'll take a look at it. But look, the design. Listen, console designs are cool, right? I can't say they're cool or not. But at the end of the day, they take up space. At least the Xbox, you're not gonna put it standing up, and that feels way more better. God, so let's see, CDX. Oh yeah, it does look cool though. It does. That looks like a cool little CD player though. Ah, little Walkman. Yay! Little Walkman from Sega. But what games did you play? The Sega CD games? Oh god. Oh god. Sewer Shark. Oh lord. No, no, no. Man, chat, what the hell happened to the bad acting in video games? I miss those days though. The bad acting in video games. Don't you remember that they had some really bad actors on there, but it was funny though watching them act though. It was watching them front and back though. It was. This is what he was talking about. Let me show you guys real quick. Okay. This was the little teeny itty bitty CDX console. Looked like a little mini CD player though. Yes, sir, it did. Woohoo! I never seen that in my life though. That's the first time I've seen this. No joke. It even had a battery port you could play it off, and those did not have to plug it into the wall. You could all play all Sega Genesis on it as well. And I had a card slot. I just used tapes. Alan Pierce says. Oh Lord. Actually, let me see something real quick. Checking up my messages because yeah. Okay, nothing new. I got tagged. I'm not coming this around for 500 and bear for the bear console. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. They're not coming this up for that much. Holy smokes! Huh. Yeah, that's the first thing I. That's the first time I've seen it though, because there's so much weird boxes out there. I mean, when I sat down with Maurice though, he even told me that even Russia had a console. Like, what? Really? I did not even know that though. It's crazy when you find out stuff like that. That you got consoles that from around the world. Even China has a bunch of. I mean, I see some China boxes though. And when you buy the boxes, they play like these OG old games and everything. They got a box full of games, which is hilarious though. It's hilarious. Good stuff though. Good stuff. I like looking at stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Remember when they were trying to release the PS3? They had like a controller that had like a boomerang effect. I was like, "What the hell is that?" So I was like, "What are you gonna do? Play boomerang with the controller though?" So let's see what's happening out there on the Twitter world. Let's see what is the news. Let's see. Okay. Okay, PS5 Pro getting best enhanced game so far thanks to Capcom. No, not really. The best enhanced game as of now has been Battlefield 4. But okay, let's keep going down. As they say though, it's 4K 60. Microsoft has confirmed Windows 11 now has 1 billion active users. Of course, you gotta have 1 billion. Damn, 1 billion. That's a lot of people though. Damn, a lot of people. So let's keep going down. Pre-orders limited marathon though session on live. Prepare to extract. Go ahead and grab your Conquer controllers, as Will the Broke Boy Lewis said it earlier. They're live now. So let's see how much of the Xbox is dead. Both of them nowhere to be found since Xbox shut the bed, and now they have pictures of Paris and Jess Corden. Okay. And Pip My Shed says Paris is proof literally anyone can be a video game pundit. Okay. Well, I hate Paris, but all right. Let's keep going down. Yeah, let's see what's happening here around the Twitter world. I see a lot of people playing games, so that's good. Uh, let's see about the Xbox is dead. New episode of Gamer Tag later is live. Man to Pearl Abyss about Crimson Desert. That'll be interesting to see. 5 reasons why we're moving from LA to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Heck yeah! Come over here, Danny. I'm waiting for you. Come down. Hmm. Ah. Here we go. Here comes Prap with the negative. Xbox leading monthly active users get cited as proof as the platform is winning, but MAU alone doesn't tell the full story. The latest quarter results show content and services revenue were down minus 5% compared to just 1% the prior year. That suggests monetization per user is weakening, reach is up, value per user is down. In the long run, our ARPU matters more than the raw MAU. It will be interesting to see whether this trend continues through the rest of the fiscal year 2026. If it does, that's a pretty serious warning sign for the Xbox business, especially since content and services are supposed to be a big engine of growth. Aww. 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 Here we show, so Lou Legal says, here we show awesome news about PlayStation 5. Notice a 44.82% decline in 2024, and then the 3.29% decline for 2025, turning out to be an overall 1.65% decline to year over year. So no upside at all. Okay, not bad. So let's look at the overall. Notice the Sony. Let's see this. Hmm. the overall picture, and we notice that Sony in the least 5 years has been stagnant. No substantial growth, and to matter likely more than just maintaining its line. So, say in a simplistic way, what Sony is doing right now isn't growing in the business, absolutely no major way. PlayStation is what they rely on. As a result, Sony is begging PS4 owners to buy a PS5, which is true. Private TVs are going to TCL, which is insane. No first party studios getting reliant on third party, and a $7.9 billion loss on the horizon. This is only for PSZ in 2026. Have fun. Which is right, though. I mean, Sony's been stagnant. Like I said, the industry's not in a good spot. We just read the whole dev thing. That's how it is. So the question is Xbox truly dead? One second, chat. One second. I'll tell you right now if it's truly dead. One second. I mean, it's simple and easy. Hold on. One second, my chat. Let me see. Oh, am I zoomed in? Sorry about that. Let me zoom out. It seems like I'm zooming in. Okay, did I zoom out now? Okay, let me see. Or am I still zoomed in? All right, 1 second. Let me see where it is. Yeah, I'm zoomed in. Okay. Bye bye, chat. And shout out to 37 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Also hit that bell. Yes. Go for it. So right now, chat, let's check if the Xbox is dead. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, it turns on. Oh, okay. I see it turn it on. Let me see now. Okay. Log it into the Crazy Louis game profile. Oh, I see it. Well, I'm playing, so I guess it ain't dead though. I'm playing right now. I just turn on Arc Raiders and I'm playing Arc Raiders. Yes, sir, I am playing Arc Raiders. Yep, I'm playing. See? See my chat? Yeah, but it's good to go in and show them that we can still turn on the Xbox and play games, though, because I know they're going to be on a rant by saying the Xbox is dead. Xbox is dead, which means it's alive. Oh, it's the other way around. I see now. Yeah. That's how it is. So let's see now. Today we get a new DCG video saying it's dead, which we probably will later on today. We're gonna have his face on the cover, going like this. Yep. I gotta get myself a Dreamcast hat so I can, imitate the man. So yeah, I see the financial reports are out, and to be honest though, listen, the funny thing is, it's only a couple of the guys out there that are saying it's dead, and everyone else is playing games. That's it, the same old people. One out there saying it's dead. K says, I don't think there's a single positive comment under this, okay? That's it. Oh, just reported quarterly results. We're still in the beginning phases of AI diffusion and its broad GDP impact. We already built the AI business larger than some of the biggest franchises. Let's take it a go. Quarterly cloud revenue crossed 50 billion for the first time. That's what's striking it. 10 years ago, the random cloud revenue was 10 billion. That's what an expanding TMA plus good execution looks like. In other words, this will cross the stack, though. So let's see what people are saying. Wow, Mitch says, F you for ruining Xbox. Hi, Satya. No one wants AI Grub, 2013, Xbox One and camera. Wow, everybody's talking about Xbox and Satya. Seriously. Everybody's mad at Nadella, though. Wow, that's crazy. TJ, what did you send me, TJ? It better not be a nudie. Nah, I'm just kidding. That he never does that, though. So what'd you send me on WhatsApp, though? TJ, what did you send me, though? I don't see anything from WhatsApp from you, buddy. I don't see anything, my friend. Between the PS5 Pro is no difference, period. The difference is you get to see shadows, you get to see trees, you get to see. If you zoom in with thick ass glasses, then you see more of what's going on. You know, the surroundings look better, the game flows nicer, but at the end of the day, if you head forward, if I head forward, playing the same game. So that's the thing, though. That whole idea of selling you the idea where games look better over here, if you want your games to look better, seriously, 100% better, that's what you're looking for. No joke, chat. I always say this with all the love in the world, get a PC. Now, if you're like me, who just wants to play games and have fun, play on console. And trust me, once you get that LG C2 or LG C3 or LG B2, LG B1, or the Samsung's, OLED screens and anything, you put on that console on there, ooh, they look beautiful. Woo! You enjoy them. You do. You enjoy them. No joke. You enjoy them. Oh yeah, I did see the Chinese model combines Xbox Series S and PC Switch 2 in a single. Yeah, I did see that. That was pretty cool. I did see that, TJ. Thank you for that. That was pretty amazing what you did there. That was fun stuff, though. I was like, wow, that's amazing. And trust me, that's a prime example. Launch Call of Duty on all those three boxes. At least when Nintendo gets Call of Duty, but launch them on those three boxes right there. You'll see you're playing the same game. Ugh. That's how it is. My chat. That's how it is. So let's see what else is out here for gaming. Oh, let's see now. I'm still looking for news chat to talk about. Besides, seeing what's cooking out here. Let's see what else, because here's something that I saw that's pretty interesting. This is from supposed to be ecstasies, but from ecstasies, let's see now. He posted something yesterday that was pretty interesting though, and so this was like I said, this was backlash here. Amy Hood said this official. We expect Xbox content and services revenue to decrease next quarter by a mid-single-digit percentage of 4 to 6% due to content performance in the previous year, partially offset by Game Pass growth and the decline in hardware. That's what she would expect, but it went up to 9% though. But either way, though, 3% more is not that bad. I mean, you can sit there and grow it, but you got to find a way to grow it. That is something you guys need to worry about. Seriously. Eso publica pequeña video sneak peek. Okay, I don't see this. Alright, breaking. Fiebre de GTA 5. Okay, let me just keep on looking. But because I saw an interesting news yesterday, I think he took it down though, because it was pretty interesting about this. Oh yeah, it's not there anymore. Pickle says, check your Discord again. All right, chat. Speaking of that, why don't you guys join our Discord here? Let me post the Discord right so you guys can start joining it. Hold on a second. Let me go find it. Discord, baby. Let me go see if I can. Okay, where is it? No. Wait. Okay, here it is. Invite to server. Copy link. Here you go, chat. I'm dropping in the Discord here below. Go ahead and join our Discord, my friends. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Join 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 it. So we can have cool conversations on there. Sometimes, I type in, even though I'm not there, I'm reading, chat. I'm reading, and I'll type in right there and say, "What's up, man? How you doing?" We should have a game night one day, chat. We should sit there and just play a game, whatever game you guys want. Any game, no matter what. Just have fun. Where is this? Okay, where is the Discord? Why am I looking on the cell phone? I got Discord right over here. Yeah. All right, let's go see it now. What is in the general room? Let's see a little post. Let me visit this. Let me visit the sites. Copy this and put it over here. A little preview on the PlayStation exclusive. The Series X may be a little taste on how Xbox Tech Maxes will look on ponies. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Oh man, you really wanted to cause fire there, huh? Pickles. By showing that you can do all that stuff. All right, Mike, what's up, Playboy? How you doing, all right, Mike? What's up, man? How you doing? What's cooking? I'm just here, just chilling, just reading stuff, and going through like some stuff on Twitter just to bring up because again, everybody wants to go out there and destroy Xbox because business is down a bit, but yeah, that's what they want. They want to go ahead and destroy it like always. Always, always, always. They want to go out and destroy Xbox and say it's dead. They want to do videos that Nadella's going to close you guys down, blah, blah, blah. Listen, they got a lot of money to recover, even though they're a trillion dollar company that make a ton of money. But yes, they are able to, to go with withstand anything, but it gets to a point. And if it's down, it's expected to be down. This year alone was a terrible, crazy year for gaming. I keep on saying that though. And they're waiting for the glory of GTA 6 to get at least a couple console sales, to get at least a couple, things in there. That's what they're waiting for, though. Because to be honest, though, GTA 6 will help push consoles, but will it be like the big thing in general? That is the honest question, though. So Demoflow Gaming sent me a thing, and he says, Demoflow Gaming on Twitter, he says, big shout out to Sony and PlayStation fanboys who majored in console war economics at Twitter University. Congrats to the incredible class of 2026. Woo! Haven't tested games, so I'm gonna try to download a PlayStation game on Steam. If it works, the Series X. If it works well on the Series X, if I can. Ooh, nice, nice. But it's beautiful though. Like I keep saying though, right? Next generation is all going to be about accessibility. Of course, power is going to be there. We know that for a fact because they don't mess around when it comes down to power. They always give you very powerful, nice console, which is true. They always give you like good stuff, no joke. When it comes to that, though, they give you good stuff. But uh, at the end of the day, though, chat, it's like what I say. Next gen is going to be all about access, my friends. That's what it'll be all about. Access to games, have fun playing games, wherever you guys, your libraries are built in, which is going to be fantastic. If the Xbox Play Network continues on, and man, which is looking fantastic, even though we have someone shit on it because they did not get Resident Evil Requiem, which the person they should have shit on was, what's it called? They should have shit on Capcom, but you know how it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh God, are you serious? No, no. Chat, let's read this. Hold on a second. Let's read this. This just hit me in the face right here. And I'm going to read this. Hold on. Really? Okay, here we go. Let's read this. No game is perfect on day one. Game developers rallied to support Highguard as complaints pile up. Several developers come to defense of Highguard as it faces continuous waves of negative criticism from masses of players and faraway spectators alike. The game, which much anticipated on the end of the show review at the Game Awards last year, spent a lengthy period of radio silence before ramping up the marketing last minute, resulting in large and mysterious aura per meeting around the game before it landed in players' hands. When it eventually did release, the game was met by a substantial initial player base eager to check it out, but also hampered by matchmaking issues. Over time, it fell to around a still respectable 10,000, 20,000 concurrent player count. Oh well, many continue to criticize. Let's see what they said though. Hold on, let me read this. No game is perfect on day one. Ours certainly was. Wrote 10,047 games on social media, the developer behind Splitgate, Arena Reloaded. If you see potential, share feedback. It helps the game better, and what's something we should be all be rooting for. There's room for a ton of great games. Wishing you success on High Guard. Splitgate Arena Reloaded is no stranger to harsh criticism themselves after the leap from the niche but below Splitgate to a more controversial sequel. However, the team of 1047 is continuing to improve and more experiences to the game, perhaps showing a similar path Highguard may take. Thomas Puha, communications director, also waiting to provide the support Puhu wrote. Tired of seeing headlines of how many players Highguard has lost. Like, sure, you can't argue that, putting facts out there, but I can't escape the feeling there's just this celebration of a game doing so badly and just putting out negative headlines for the sake of it. Shouldn't us game devs even try? Hmm. Then comes Michael Deuce, director of publishing of Larian, who followed on the pool statement with the thoughts. I remember standing on stage to Dice trying to see eye to eye with an executive audience who couldn't figure out they should be making or even try it. It's funny in a way that the closer we all got to the audience, the further the industry got from understanding what it should be making. Caught in the crossfire of uncertainty are mistakes and faces behind them. But while aren't the cause of mistakes, there are in fact reason for any success. It's easy to celebrate failure because there's security in feeling right. But I hope everyone finds enough to cling on to the breakup cycle of cynicism. You know, but it runs on optimism, sorry, in contrast with economics. If the optimism and enthusiasm disappears at the same rate as the economic shrink, it's gonna get messy. Thankfully, there are hyper engaged on and low cost opportunities all over the place. It's just getting much harder to cut through the noise. While the line between fair criticism and dogpiling lies in the core of this ongoing debate surrounding High Guard, as well as perceived culture of negativity surrounding the game industry. Do these developers have a point? Let us know what you think. Okay. All right. Look. Look. I played the game. I already gave my three, not three. I already gave my $1,000. So what is it? 2 cents? People say 2 cents. I already gave you my $1,000 right there because it wasn't 2 cents that I gave it yesterday. And look, if you guys release a product like that, you got to get ready for the negative backlash. You got to. It's normal. It's normal. The thing is, we as gamers, we do not have, especially us, the old gamers, right? That's what I'm referring to me. We don't have the time to sit down and play games as much as we used to. So if we want to sit down and play a game, we want to sit down and play a game. We want to sit down, enjoy the game. We want to sit down and have fun with the game. Seriously, that's what we want. So you give me High Guard. I already told you what the problem is. Right now, I'm sitting at a 3 out of 10. I'm not gonna. I was thinking about 5 out of 10, but I went down to 3 because the second chance I gave it, I got bored, really bored. If I was bored the first time, I got really bored the second time, and it's just not addicting. It just doesn't click for me. Now, some people might find it fun. I won't argue with you with that. Some people might find it awesome. I'm not going to argue with that because trust me, there's some people that found Conquer pretty cool. That found a lot of stuff that were pretty awesome. Listen, I won't argue with that when it comes down to it because we all have different opinions. But my personal opinion when it comes down to it, it's not worth it. Unless if you start putting more stuff in it for me to hear other people say, hey man, the game is better now, go back to it, try it out, man. And I keep hearing a lot of people just bringing it up, and I hear my chat just talking about it, convincing me to go back. Then I might say, let's give it a go. But the thing is, you're releasing a game like that, the way the status it is, it gives bad taste to everyone. Some of them liked it, some of them didn't. And there's still 20,000 people playing it. There's 20,000 people that are enjoying it. But me, out of the 100,000 that were on Steam, and out of the several that were on Xbox, and the several that were on PlayStation, right? Me, I'm one of them that I just did not like it. You just smear the walls with this concrete thing. That's the only thing you do. You smearing the base, right? After you're done, which is really fast though. It takes you like 5 or 10 seconds. You still gotta wait a 30-second countdown. And then after that, you head out, you pick up weapons, you pick up armor, and try to go head hunting, for these guys. But the thing is, the map is so big, it's hard to find sometimes. And so then comes the countdown of the sword, which usually is like a 60-second countdown. I don't know what it is. And once they start counting down, everybody starts showing up and we shoot each other there, right? And whoever wins picks up the sword. Once you pick up the sword, you head out to the other base, stab the sword into something. All of a sudden, a big tank comes out, and then comes at least the fun part about it, which is the shooting, right? Which, like I said, the hitbox is a bit messy. You got to fix it. You do. You got to fix that thing. But at the end of the day, though, right? I did this again and again and again. I played like 6 or 7 matches again and again and again. And it just got too repetitive and it got boring really quick. And that's the problem. And you developers going out there to defend this though, right? And saying that, at least give some positive feedback, at least do this. This is my positive feedback. What is it? What do I want to say? Oh, the game is good, but you gotta do this, do that, no. You gotta be honest about it. Because this is the thing about people nowadays, they're so afraid to speak. Because if they speak, they might not get a code, they might not get invited to a hotel, they might not get invited to this. We cannot be afraid to speak these days. We gotta speak out the truth and say, hey, listen, okay, what I saw in the game is trash, you need to fix this. So fix it. And then when it comes around, I come back to it and say, hey man, they fixed the game, it's better. But what do I'm gonna do? Sit here and tell my chat or tell the whole world, hey, listen, this game is good without being it? Wow. And that's the thing though, and I always say this, I don't follow media trends. Like seriously, I don't sit down and follow media trends. I always say I gotta try the game out. There's a lot of negative talk about Marathon and chat, you know me, what I said in here, I said it all the time. Before I go and give my 2 cents, I gotta play it. Whether I like it or not, because when it comes to graphics, I start in 3-bit, I don't give a crap. If the game is fun, I'll say it right away, it's fun. But this game though, no. Again, base, add a Gatling gun, add a bow and arrow, add something, because heck, how is protecting a base adding something to the wall? And that's it. That's not protecting a base though. Because the base is pretty big. Add Gatling guns and stuff. At least, like I said, add 10v10, because with 10v10 in that map, how big it is, you actually get to see more players out there for you to shoot and have fun. But you don't even let you do that. You got to run around too much on this damn horse to move around fast. Seriously, move, get there. Let's go get it. Yeah. Oh, man. Come on, man. Come on. So, other devs, I know you're supporting this idea of trying to defend the game. But look, you can defend the game all you want. But if we don't like it, we're going to say it. I know some people are out there saying, oh, it's going to fail, it's going to die. I don't want the game to fail. Hell no. I don't want it to die. Hell no. I don't want devs to lose jobs. Hell no. I don't like that. Because seriously, every time I see news like that, even for Concord got shut down. And I even said Sony should have given them another chance to make another game, though. That sucked that they got laid off. It really did. Not happy about it. I'm not. But you guys got to fix the game, yo. Fix it. For me, it's still 3 out of 10 no matter what. I'm going to stick to it. That's how it is. If Magnus comes with expansion cards, they are scammers. The problem I have with Harga is how blurry the game looks. High fall. My problem with Harguard is mainly is that it's 3v3 is too much of a big of a map. The hitboxes are not that good. They're not. They're not. And like for the time you spend in the game doing stuff, you get at least 10 or 12 kills, let's say, or probably 20 kills. But if you tell me, if I got that time for Call of Duty, I get 50, 60 kills in Call of Duty during that time that you're playing the game. That tells you a lot. Yeah. Now the question is, will the Magnus will straight up be 2 TB of storage? Well, I mean, for next gen, I think they are going to release a box with 2 TB of storage, because remember, it all comes up to how big the games are. This gen was 1 TB, which wasn't enough, right? Last gen we had boxes with, I think, was it 500 gigabytes, and I think we had 1 terabyte boxes. Yeah, we did. We have several 1 terabyte boxes, didn't we? Yeah, we did. But when the console released, it was like 500 gigabytes, I think it was, because games were not that big. It was 30 gigabyte downloads, something like that. They weren't that big. Nowadays, they're huge. I mean, having a expansion card on there and shit. Wow, it's big though. It's big. It's big. But you know what they need to do, Rachel, with the expansion cards though? They should do what that's the one good thing I say about PlayStation. Like you can buy SSDs with the heat sinks on it, and you can buy anyone and just plug it in there and just have fun. They should do that next time for the next generation Xbox. Instead of having this expansion card, which it was annoying, and you can only buy these ones that actually made it. So yeah, I get your point there. I get your point. Sure, Simon, Summer, I'm gonna see this is wild. Let me see what's going on here. What else is going out there though? Yeah, but that's it, chat. That's it for the news for today. It is, chat. It is. So, chat. Look, tomorrow, chat. Tomorrow's Friday. Sour Blow is in Dominican Republic right now. Sour Blow from XBI right now is in Dominican Republic. He's visiting his family. So tomorrow, my chats, I will not do a show. But on Saturday, if I don't go motorcycle riding, I will do a show. I will. Because, this week I didn't do a show on Monday. But yeah, for Saturday, though, it all depends on, because I have a meeting on Saturday. So they confirm me the meeting on Saturday. Then I will do a show on Saturday, and talk about what's happening, and all that stuff. And Monday we'll be back 100% though. Just to let you guys know. Because tomorrow I got to go out, meet Sarah Blow, because, he's here. And we've been trying to communicate just to see each other. And it leaves on Saturday morning. So tomorrow will be a good day for me to go visit him. I will post picture on YouTube, on Discord, so you guys can see us all together, just having a good conversation, having a blast. We will do that. All right. So I'll keep you posted though. I'll keep you posted, just in case I do a show tomorrow. But if not, on Saturday, which I'm actually thinking about going or not to motorcycle right now. It depends on how things go, because I got a meeting on Saturday or something. If it gets canceled, then I'll probably go. But if not, I'll come back on Saturday. On Monday, I'll be here 100% to do shows with y'all. And we will have a whole week show, because again, we will have tons of things to talk about, because we now have tons of news. And trust me, news is going to pour, especially since Xbox revenue is down. We're going to get a lot of bad, negative Xbox news, which of course we're going to cover and turn them into positives. That's what we got to do, right, chat? So, chat, listen up. The crazy ones gotta go, chat. I got a busy day ahead of me. I got stuff I gotta do, like always. It's normal. It's common, It's normal, chat. I'm always busy. Things happen. Life comes around. I gotta deal with it. Yep. Work and things. But chat, like always, before I go, tell me what you've all been playing. Yesterday, I did not play High Guard. I was playing Arc Raiders. I went in there, did a couple missions, just to advance to do things, and I'm actually starting to get a little bit tired of it, because, it's kind of getting to the point like, what is the point though? Just weapons and stuff. Yeah. It's getting to that point though. It's a great game though. Arc Raiders is fun. But, playing it alone is getting like, eh. And I've been playing a lot of it alone lately, and I'd rather spend time in the story game than doing all that stuff though. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's how it is, my chat. But what y'all been playing? I'm late, but I've been playing FF7. Wow, nice, Taneros. Hope you're having fun with that game. I'm not. I will take a look at that Final Fantasy game. I don't know why, but those Final Fantasy games as of late does not intrigue me. I don't know why, but I gotta give it a go. I gotta give it a go. I gotta try it out though. Gotta try it out. Louis, have you ever seen the sci-fi show Firefly? I'm going to Comic Con March. Getting a pic with the seven. The major cast members include Nathan Fillion. If you see Nathan Fillion, tell him seriously. Tell Nathan Fillion. Tell him thank you for the rookie. Seriously. Tell him straightforward. You say, hey, I got a friend that does podcasting, and he says thank you for the rookie. We love that show. I'm just waiting for stacking up, but I love the rookies. One of the best shows ever made. No joke. I've been playing Marathon. No, wait. I'll tell you what I've been playing. Xbox is dead, though. That's what I've been playing. Ah! Out there on Twitter. Yay. Yay. I've been playing Marathon. Yep, that's how it is. That's how it is. Ooh, jump shit. I can't wait for that game. Jump ship. Yep. See, I like the first new season of The Rookie. Later ones, so not so much. It goes from Firefly to Castle to two guys and girl. Listen, you gotta keep on going, bro, boy, because it gets better. It gets better. It's too funny though. It's just a funny, cool show. They really nailed it. I love how every character has their own story. I love how they engage on everything. It's such a fun show, though. It is. It is a fun show. Nice hit up, Morena, for me. Laugh out loud, he says. But the rookie's such a good show, though. I'm waiting for it to stack up. I'm waiting for it. It's like, yeah! We also have a new Game of Thrones show. Nobody's watching it. It's like the Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, something like that. Nobody's watching it. It has good ratings, too. I gotta check that one out. I'm waiting for it to stack up, though. A couple episodes to watch, though. Man, I got a lot of shows to watch over the weekend. Woohoo! I love watching those TV shows. They always make me happy. Bringing good vibes, my chat. My dinner is disgusting. Everything is burned. The sausage. Mm. So just a few leads, bro. Biz. That's 15-minute video showing everything from the story to the open world. We gotta check that Crimson Desert game. It looks like it's gonna be fun. A lot of good stuff talking about Crimson Desert, though. Ah, yeah, she's there too. She's reserved for canceling though at these things. If I skip the line for an autograph, we'll probably use on her. Okay, cool stuff. But yeah, tell Nathan Fillion though. Thank you for the rookie though. Tell him I said that though. You just tell him that because seriously, that's a very good show. Really, it is, and his acting is always fantastic though. He really nails everything, man. He's a really good actor. I love him. He's really good. He's really good. He's really good at what he does though. I bet you he's a nice guy too. Probably. Hope so though. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Let me see. What will be Alan, Tuggy, Wash, Fillion, Gina Torres, Zoe, Summer Glau, Sam Rivers, Simon Mir, Simon, Jewel States, Kaylee, and Morena. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. You always go to these cool kick-ass events and meet all these cool people. Man, I wish I was there to just go to these places. Ah, here we get shit. Sure. Here we get shit. I mean, if that happened here, it would be chaos, though. It would be chaos. Hey, bro, boy, can you imagine that what's it called? 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 Can you imagine that Henry Cavill does like an appearance in one of those places though? Holy shit, that would be messy though. That would be a messy day. You'll be fighting the ladies on that line. Oh Lord, that would be messy though. Embarrassing for no. Okay, talking about football. I could have bought a PS5 Pro with the cost of that pick. Not cheap though. Busting my pick, my budget with that one pick almost. Which one? Which one? Picture with who though? Which one? Let's see now. Where is it? Oh man, it's hot these days in Dominican. Oh no. Z Cop. Oh, that's funny. That's a funny one though. Wow. Yeah, chat. I mean, like I said, went down to Twitter, and now the news has been over for today. Hey, with someone else like this, the pick with the seven of them is 650. What? $650 with seven of them? Wow. Never mind. I don't want to go to those events though. I'll be broke though. I was to get that one. Wow. Wow. Let me see which one's Firefly. I don't know if I've seen Firefly though. Let me see Firefly TV show. Well, that's an old show though, because damn, that was in 2002. Nathan Fillion looked like, man, he was real young. Wow. Let me see. Gina Torres, Zoe, Morena, Bacian. Ah, hey. Oh, Brazil. Nice. Okay, so let's see what shows he has done. Oh, she was in Deadpool Wolverine. Oh, that's Deadpool's wife, though. Ah, I see now. Okay, okay. I see. Now I know why. Ah. Oh, I did not know she did a show, though. That's cool. Wrong guys. Let me see. Christina Hendricks, Mark Shepard. It's like a solid cast, though. I gotta check Firefly out. Is that show over, though? Or is it still going, though? Firefly. Let's see now. Firefly TV show over. Let's see. Oh, it was only one season though. Wow, they only did one season of the show. Wow, that's terrible. Wow. Breaking news right now: Microsoft is losing billions of dollars right now. How is that breaking news though? And the funny thing is that if it loses a billion of dollar though, it's not a bad thing though. They're a $1 trillion company. I mean, they make that billion by just farting. No, Joe, I'm not kidding you. This is Microsoft right now. Right now, I'm not kidding. This is Microsoft right now. Oh shit! I lost 1 billion. Okay, it's back. That's all they gotta do. I'm not kidding you. That's all they gotta do, though. Far Cry on the last 13 episodes. Fan outcry so much that they made a movie on it cost already. Wow, that's crazy though. But yeah, if they lose 1 billion, they do that though. All they gotta do is do that. Power boss, good morning. Well, it's good after. Well, it's good morning to you. Yeah, you guys are 1 hour behind. It's afternoon for me. How you doing, Power boss? Oh, I'm just chilling here for a moment. I don't know why. I should have been gone though, but I'm just chilling here for a moment, just relaxing here for a little bit. Ready to go, ready to do some stuff. I gotta call my father, which he called me about something. I told him that about a thing that happened. Hold on, I'm getting a message from my uncle's. Yep, 9 is to noon. Oh, I'm already at noon. I'm 50 minutes into noon, Power Boss. It's weird how this time thing goes, though. It's so weird. I just got here. Which I listen up. I mean, you just got here. But where were you? Why so serious? I thought you were here this morning, though. Yep. We're just talking about Firefly, the TV series. That's what we're talking about. I did not know about Firefly though. That's why because it only lasted one season. No. With Nathan Fillion, which Nathan Fillion's a pretty good actor though. I like him though. He's pretty fun. Pitch alone with each. Okay, we read them. Welcome. I woke up too early and followed by back. Oh, okay, it's okay, man. It's okay. If you're tired, man, listen. Life comes first. If you're tired, man, go to sleep. No worries, man. No worries. No worries. It's not like we're not doing anything crazy here. It's not like we're turning the PS5 on fire, which I should do that one day, though. That would be the best thing in the world if I did that. Then everybody would go out there and say, "This man burned his PS5 live." Nah, I wouldn't do that. Fires are not cool to do, though. Oh, Baby Money not promote me? Oh, hell no. I'm about to kick Baby Money on my chat today. Where the hell Baby Money at? Where's Zena? Where you at? Baby Money, not even Zena came by to say hello. Uh-oh, Baby Money in trouble, though. He in trouble, though. Yep, here comes Gaz with his crap. He says, Xbox gonna turn around the turn. Yep. As always, I always got to throw a sign at the Xbox. Ooh, no way. Rainbow Six Siege gets Solid Snake? Wow. That's a game I was never looking forward to go back to, but if you get Solid Snake, I will get it. Hey, Spartan6616, how you doing, bro? Good morning. The weird thing about the Firefly show, their episode called The Message. They were filming and they found out they were canceled, so it was kind of a love letter to and goodbye to them. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, and that's weird. Don't you notice that, like in the early 2000s, there was like a street right of good shows, though, right? I mean, you had what was that show that was really freaking? I can't believe they canceled it. The Sarah Connor Chronicles, though, it was fucking amazing. I don't know why they canceled that damn show. Scratching my back, scratching my back, scratching my back. Oh, that feels so good. Man, the helicopter keeps on flying lower, man. Hmm. I'm telling you, Chad, the helicopter flies low and starts to come down. I'm running out of here, Chad. I will leave you guys right here. I will, Chad, I will. Is a sci-fi western from Josh Whedon, Buffy Angel. Wow, so you're telling me the guy who made Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, and which one was the Avengers though? I had to check that one out. But the same guy who did Buffy though did this show and did not kick off. Wow, that's weird because he really does know how to do good shows though. Josh Whedon really knows how to do good shows. That's weird though. Wow, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 left a gaping 28 million hole in Paradox year-end financial report. Wow. I mean, bro, are you telling me that Microsoft is a problem? Look at this. Vampire Masquerade left a gaping 28 million hole in Paradox year-end financial report. You win some, you lose millions. Wow. Oh, okay, I see. Man, I gotta watch Buffy again. Still the GOAT. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Man, that's gotta be the coolest intro in the world. Seriously, you ask me, why is the camera looking at me low though? Come on, camera, come up. So, seriously, I don't know why people. Good thing I'm wearing pants though, because it would have been awful if I was here without wearing any pants though. But I don't know why though. I don't know why they don't do cool intros like that. There's only like a few cool intros. One was Peacemaker's intros, of course, from the first season. Because the second one, I don't like the sound to it. It depresses me. It literally takes me off away from the show, though. Ah, that's another one I haven't watched. I haven't watched the second season of Peacemaker. Ugh. Louis, okay, make the list now. You gotta watch Peacemaker season 2. You gotta watch what was the other one? Hmm. Oh, what was the other one with Sylvester Stallone? What's the name of that series though? With Sylvester Stallone. What's the name of that show? Chat, help me out. What's the name of that show? The King of Tulsa, I think it is. The King of Tulsa. Gotta watch that too. See the season that just came by. Rookie, which of course I never leave the Rookie behind. I love the Rookie. And now it's on Netflix, so that's fantastic. I gotta catch up on Superman though. Superman and Lois though. It's been a while though. Breaking Science Security. Oh, nice. See now. What else? What else I need to catch up to? There's a lot of shows I need to catch up to. I gotta watch the Game of Thrones TV show, which I have not watched though. Which is another one. Oh, go Lord, my computer froze again. Come on, man. Yep, I froze again, chat. Hold on a second. I froze. I'll be back in a minute. Oh. Why do you have to freeze at this very moment? I'm about to read what the chat had to say. Come back, computer. Come back. Is it back though? Nope, it's not back. It's frozen to Eternia. Yeah, okay. Let me just. Yeah, let me close this down though. Is it back? No. Oh, crap. Okay. All right, can you guys hear me now? Hold on a second. Something happened to the microphone. I just switched to the Osbot volume, the Osbot camera. So let me go back to. Okay, now it's working. Okay, perfect. Now I fixed it. Am I back though? Can you guys hear me? This is better though? I think it is now. I think it's working now because I already checked the sound and fixed it. Okay, good. Wow, that was weird though. Wow, incredible. Zena, good morning. Zena, I got a question. Did Big Big Money promote my show today? Did he not or did he so? I know Zena is the one who takes care of that though. Okay, good. Phew. I'm just chilling now. I don't know why. And I gotta go though. I'm just like sitting here. I'm being lazy. I am being lazy. As they say though, let me see. Hmm. Nice backstory. Yeah, it's good though. Be mad at you. What you do, Zena? What you mad about? Gonna grab some smokes and play some NTGA, then gonna try out drop Dutchy and Anno on Game Pass. All right, nice. But that Anno game is such a weird name because Anno in Spanish means anus, though. It does. I'm not kidding you though. Powerball sounds like a solid day. I just got home from this bowl, so I'm ready. Laugh out loud. Oh, nice, nice. Ah, I love this back scratcher. It feels so good on my back. BB always mad. What is he mad about though? I mean, he got a girlfriend though. What should be mad about? He got a girlfriend. He says it all the time. I got a girlfriend. So now we have. Hold on, let me see something right here. We have a message here. No, I don't care. Mm. Power boss, he would like that. Yeah, he probably would. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa! What's playing on my cell phone? Whoa! He told you to go to bed. What you do though? Damn. What? Ah, hell no. Be in trouble now. What if he called you that? No way. No way. No way. Well, chat, now it's the time for me to go, though. Yeah, I gotta head out, chat. I gotta head out. And thank you, chat, for being here with me. Thank you all for your super chats. Thank you all for your memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. I seriously do. You guys are the best, chat. Always lots of love from the crazy one. Good stuff. And yeah, like I said, Chad, I'll keep you posted if I'll be on tomorrow morning or not. Because remember, Sour Blow is here, and I gotta go see Sour Blow. I mean, I gotta go see him because we were gonna see each other Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday, I think it was. But the thing is, with Sour Blow, he's in Santiago, which is 2 hours away, and so he had a chauffeur that was driving him. He was not the one that was driving, so he couldn't like stop by here in San Domingo for us to have a drink or something. So yeah, I gotta go see Sour Blow tomorrow. I gotta go meet Sour Blow since it's here. I cannot let this opportunity go away. So Chad, I will keep you posted. But either way, though, if I'm not here tomorrow, remember Demo Flow is on tomorrow. Remember that. I think it's at 12 noon or 11. What time do they go? You guys go on Power Boss? I don't remember. 12 noon or 11. But remember, he will be on. Go check out Demo Flow Gaming tomorrow. Um, Xena Kick Fire, Rocks Girl, who's Xena? So Big B Money did not promote my show today. Said, why so serious? You're in big trouble with me, Big B Money. You are in big trouble. Covering all the fanboys this week. Yep, it's gonna be wild though. 11 to 1. Okay, 11 to 1. There you go. Power Buster. So the time. Jump into Demo Flow Show. If I won't be here, go check my brother out. And yeah, tomorrow and Saturday, I will come by to a show. I will keep you posted in case I don't go motorcycle riding. It all depends on what am I going to do if I get a meeting on Saturday. So yeah, I'll tell you guys, keep you guys posted. But chats, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so it can tell you when XPI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful, I do mean a beautiful and awesome Thursday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast at 7 p.m. ET when we do come back with Sour Blow, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. On Fridays, they invite me to Don XPI en Español with Elvis Elicita and Metal Berserker. Their channels in the description down below. If you want to subscribe if you speak Spanish, go for it and go check them out. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you got to hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on to talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. Guys, again, I'll keep you guys posted. And I will see you guys just again on Saturday, if not on Monday, on Good Morning with Crazy Little Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.